Good evening, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. How is everybody doing this lovely evening? Hello, we have Jack of Slades, we have Advocate, we have Faf, we have Bayla, Bayla. We have Khuck, hello Khuck. We have the Glitch Rabbit. We have Fishy. Welcome in, hello Gray. Hello, welcome in everybody. Welcome in, guys. We have some exciting stuff, okay? I wanted to cover this last night, but it was getting very late into the evening for me. It was probably about 5 a.m. and then I had to end stuff. But how is everybody doing this lovely, lovely evening? Welcome in, welcome in. Hello Catalite, hello Mercury. Hello. So. We have some new stuff in the Otterlynoah situation, okay? Now, from my understanding, this was linked in Postify's video or something along those lines, something along that. Also, Khuck, I hope you stay safe because of the storms. Evil stuff, okay? Evil stuff. So apparently this is something that has came out and Faf has sent my way. I have not pre-looked at any of this. It should be interesting. It's about an hour's worth of a call, okay? We may cover some other stuff tonight. Who knows? It depends on if stuff happens for me to cover, okay? So depending on how long we spend on this, it might be a shorter stream, but I wanted to cover this, okay? It should be interesting. It should be interesting. I'm setting up multi-streaming for my early birthday stream tomorrow, so you went live just in time. I hope you've had an awesome time zone. Thank you very much, Abyssal Grey. I look forward to it. Also, happy premature birthday, I guess. Happy premature birthday. Okay, guys, let's switch the screen and see if I did any botch. Just saw the news, Lilio's VA died? Who is Lilio? Also very sad that someone passed away. I also learned that Jeremy Clarkson got diagnosed with cancer. That's very sad to learn. I was very sad to hear that news. Apparently he's had it for about a year now because it was only revealed in a documentary that was recorded last year. So, you know, you left me as soon as I joined that VC. I feel so neglected. I'm so sorry, Nevertheless. That wasn't on purpose. I'm so sorry. I had to set up streaming, okay? I had to set up streaming. Let's change screens and see if we had any botch. No, we didn't. We just get cat videos, okay? Because I love you, Faf, but I am not putting this on the screen at the entire time, okay? I am not putting Otterlynoah with a Nazi anime girl on the screen, okay? Why does he... Is this a real image? I just realized this is an actual background. Is this a real image? What? Dude. What is this? What is the context for this picture, dude? Dude, that's insane. That's insane, okay. Jesus Christ, man. What a horrific image. What a horrific image. Now, from my understanding about this call, this is a call between Noah and Deus. Apparently we got a little bit of this in Toastify's video. And this was sent my way, okay? Apparently this is the full call, so I'll be very interested to see what comes of this and what we can see inside of this, so I look forward to this, okay? I look forward to all of this, okay? I can't wait to see Noah crash out about this in his Patreon server. So Noah, if you're seeing this, hi. Smiles, twirls my hair. How you doing, buddy? But anyways, I think we're gonna get right into this, okay? I don't think there's any much more else for me to say. I know what I'm gonna do though. I'm probably gonna move this so you guys can enjoy the cats. But yes, chat. I'm looking forward to this, okay? I'm very much looking forward to this. Also, I hope you guys enjoy the awesome Metal Gear Rising Revengeance music at the beginning of the stream. The stream, okay? It's very awesome, okay? I love that game. Let me get this up and then mute the audio, okay? Mute the audio. Mute tab, thank you very much. Okay. Lilo from Lilo and Stitch, her VA died at 35. 35? Oh my god, that's awful to hear. So Jan, Calesto, and Kino was there too. Okay. Okay, interesting. Okay, I look forward to that. Was Jan the person you had on your stream, Khuck? Interesting. I haven't heard this person's name thrown in here. Okay. Interesting. I look forward to this. Okay. Let's get this pulled up, okay? And let me loop the kitties, okay? Whilst I get this sorted. Let's see. Okay. Let's get into this.
Hey, Kino.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I wanted to clarify with you specifically up front that when Deus put when she got put the claim on Callisto's video, I was the one who told her specifically about that video, just
Right.
because of the art.
Okay, you told her, but you didn't tell her to place a copyright claim on it, right?
I did not tell her specifically. I did not command her to do that. I did give her I did,
Oh.
because my artist, the Camelot Bard, has had a similar situation happen before, where I think a piece of
Interesting already, interesting. He's still... I don't know when this call took place, but interesting that he's still trying to stick to the whole thing of like, guys, I didn't make them do the copyright strike, okay? I just, guided their hand, okay? I didn't pull the trigger, okay? I just pointed the gun at the body, okay? Like, dude... They pulled the trigger, okay? They pulled the trigger. It's not my fault, okay? It's not my fault. What a little weasel, dude. What a little weaselly rat, okay? Holy shit.
of her art that she made for somebody else was being used on a video that was a diss track against
This was before the Dicker stream? Oh, okay. Okay.
someone, and was also the kind of the catalyst for targeting harassment against somebody. So that is something that Camelot obviously that does not fall within her views, but she did, she wanted to do a copyright takedown on that. So because of that, I told Deus about that originally. Kind of.
Also, let me know if the audio is okay, chat. I'm aware it's a little bit quiet.
My mind was going back to that situation, and I let her know. So that's how she found out about Callisto's video. I just wanted to make you aware.
Interesting. Interesting, but that doesn't make any sense, right? That doesn't really make much sense. I mean, I'm gonna do a quick Google search, quick YouTube search. How many people have used Otterlynoah in the thumbnail that haven't been struck down? Because that sounds like complete bullshit, okay? You have Shamu streaming, okay, using the character. You have Toastify using the character, okay? You have Internet Versus. Interesting. You have Callisto. Huh. Well, we know how that came about, okay? We've got EFAP, okay? We've got Nick Diorio. We've got Revolver Snake. Like, every single person, when I search Otterlynoah, they are using his character, okay? He has took not a single issue, okay? He has seemed to have no umbrus with people using his character in the slightest, okay? Like, it's incredibly interesting that the one person he decided to target was some person with a lower subscriber count. I'm sure Callisto's increased by size by now, but what was Callisto sitting at right now? Callisto's at 6.2k, but from my understanding, he was very much below that before that point, right? I believe it was the case, right? So it's interesting if who this guy decides to target. Very interesting, very interesting. Someone who would probably fly under the radar, okay? And he got petty, he got angry, so he got them struck down. Interesting.
Okay, yeah. But Deus, if you don't mind me asking, why make the copyright claim in the first place? Just because he was using Noah's avatar that you made in the thumbnail?
Because Noah suggested I take it, or I do a copyright strike.
Okay.
I did not. Well, I gave that suggestion. I did not specifically command her to do that, though.
And then you gave me the link
Not a strike,
to how
just
to
a takedown
copyright
to get
strike.
the art taken down.
You gave me the link on how to do a copyright strike takedown after.
Wait. What was that little part there? Hold on.
Well, I gave that suggestion. I did not specifically command her to do that, though.
And then you gave me the link
Not a
to
strike,
how
just
to
a takedown
copyright
to get
strike.
the art taken down.
Just like a takedown, just to get the art taken down. What did he think was going to happen? Interesting slip there, I think.
You gave me the link on how to do a copyright strike takedown after.
Yeah, because Camelot's had something happen before with her art.
What? Okay.
So Deus just wanted that to be aware. What are your thoughts on that, Kino?
I mean, I'm just a little confused as to why, it would get to that, go to that extreme.
Right, exactly.
Don't ask me, ask Noah. He's the one who sent me the link. He's the one who gave me Callisto's name. And he's the one who provided me the link on how to do a copyright claim takedown. And he said he would walk me through. You said you would walk me through the process to do it. I told you I didn't want to, and
because it was your art. Because it was your art. Again, we've already illustrated why that point is entirely useless, okay? That point is entirely useless, okay? Bro, okay. I just joined and actually thought Yen was on call with Callisto, Otter, and the artist until I recognized the audio. Sorry, buddy, sorry.
Didn't want people coming
I
after
wish.
Wait,
me.
no, you didn't say that.
I
You
said
did not
I
say
was
that.
afraid that Callisto was going to come after me, and you said don't worry about it.
Interesting.
Well, can I add, like, potentially add Callisto or, like,
Yes.
Jan to this combo, so, like, it can be,
Yeah.
Yes,
Definitely.
I would like
Yeah,
Callisto
please
in
do.
here.
okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, hold on. I can try inviting him. Because I do want to get this sorted out. Like, yeah, just so
me too.
we're clear, like, just so we're clear, Deus, like, no one's coming after you, like, no one's
No,
targeting
I've
you.
had
like,
people.
Nobody knows who you are.
I've had people message
People
me.
have
This
been
is not
DMing
true.
her. That's the big thing.
Oh, you've been getting harassed
Yes,
over this?
I've been getting messages.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Someone has called me a crazy bitch on a podcast and put my name out there.
Dickers did.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you. It might have been because you replied to him, Kino. I don't think you should have done that, honestly.
What? What? Sorry.
It might have been because you replied to him, Kino. I don't
It
think.
might be because you replied to him. So wait, is he implying that Dickers is responsible for Deus getting harassed? Dude, are you insane? Are you actually fucking insane? What are you saying right now? What are you actually saying right now? How is it Dickers' fault that they were getting harassed? Again, I don't agree. I don't think anyone here would agree that, like, it's a good thing that Deus got harassed in the slightest, right? But your name is important to the situation. You are directly attached as Noah's thumbnail artist in the situation, right? I think that's kind of important to know. Again, you could go ahead and say, should they have been name dropped? Maybe not, maybe. I don't really see what the point is in this. It just seems to be trying to redirect attention away from the fact that Noah was the one who was pushing this, like, the entire time. Like, Noah wanted Deus to go ahead and take this person down. And is basically trying to be like, well, you know, it's Sticker's fault now, okay? He basically caused a harassment campaign against this person, okay? Well, I'm gonna hide in my Discord server and do nothing about it, okay? What a fucking little wretch, okay? What a little rat. Oh my god, thank you very much, K-Huck, for the $20 US. Marshmallow, thank you very much, K-Huck. That's exceedingly generous of you. Oh my god. Thank you very much. That is very kind of you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I think you should have done that, honestly.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
He's implying that everyone that brought this up is to blame. Interesting. Interesting. I agree. I'm gonna see if I can find a playlist for this.
Is he not available right now?
Like, I don't know his schedule, but maybe we can.
You could reach out to Jan. Jan would be a good one to talk
I'm trying to add
to.
him too. I'm trying to add him too. But, like, Deuce, like, what would your, like, ideal resolution to this be?
I honestly didn't really care. I was
Right.
just brought into this. For me, he can post the video. I didn't care.
Is this
I
Callisto?
thought you cared about
Callisto's
him
here.
using your art, though.
Okay, it is.
No, but you're the one who brought it to me and said he was using it for a racist purpose.
That was the thing.
First off, like, Callisto is here. Like, maybe you could explain it from beginning to end for him.
Hello? Yes, please do.
Again, I think some level of responsibility will fall onto Deus, because I think that they shouldn't have taken what Noah said blindly. Yes, I understand that, like, they probably were quite close to Noah at this point, considering they were doing free artwork for them, right? But I still think that Deus should have actually looked into this a bit more. If Noah is making wild claims that saying Callisto was being racist, I feel like you should probably look into that a bit more before you start, like, going down this path. But again, it does not take away from the fact that Noah was intentionally trying to weaponize Deus to get this content struck down. Like, no matter what he says here, I think he's completely full of horseshit. Okay? It was never about the racism thing. I believe that was even addressed on the Dicker stream. It wasn't really about racism at all. There wasn't even any racism in the video. We saw that in the Toastify thing, what they were referring to there. I can't even remember the exact topic it was, but it was definitely not racist, I'll tell you that much.
1 second. I can't hear you. 1 second.
Lamau.
Callisto, can you hear us?
Da-da.
Guess he's just setting up.
Da-da. Hold on, let me get this sorted. I'll speed up a bit,
Hello?
chat. Have a
Yes. Hello.
Yeah,
Oh, there we
can hear
go.
you.
Okay,
Yep.
good.
All right.
Yeah, so Callisto, this is Deus, the artist. Yeah, and Noah doesn't need an introduction because you already know who he is.
Mhm.
Yeah, so do you guys think you can take it from the top of what happened, like that, what led up to this?
Well, I mean, I just got a copyright takedown request on the video.
Wait, can you guys hear that in the audio? Wait, can you actually wait, hold on. I've just clued something in on the audio. Can you listen for that, okay? That's not me in the background, okay? Just listen into this.
Like that, what led up to this?
Well, I mean, I just got a copyright takedown request on
That is the sound, okay? That is the telltale sound of Otterlynoah scratching his beard. That is the telltale sound of Otterlynoah lying in a call or preparing to lie, okay? Because we all know, right? Otterlynoah, whenever he scratches his beard, he is lying, okay? He is thinking about lying and he is going to lie, okay? That is his telltale sign, okay? Now you can hear that in the audio, okay? You can hear you can hear that in the audio.
on the video.
Okay, and like Deuce or Noah, can either of you like explain the process for like how the copyright came about, or like what the mentality was when filling it out?
Yeah, like I sent Deus Callisto's video because I figured her art would she wouldn't want it being used in a video like that. So that's what, and I've had a similar situation like this before, where like a moderator of mine, the Camelot Bard, I believe her art at one point was being used in like the thumbnail of like a diss track, and this was made by somebody who is harassing people. So
Right.
yeah, it was not.
That doesn't. What? I'm so, dude. Okay, here's my take. Right. Here's my take. If someone, I think I said this last time, right? I think I said this last time. If you have only just a visual representation of what you are, right? Actually, to be fair, Noah does show his face. But the main representation, right, for you being an online figure, right, is your goddamn YouTube profile picture, okay? I think you are then giving the right for people to then use that in a thumbnail if they're talking about you. Right? I might ask for credit, lol, while on the diss track. Maybe. But I think there's nothing inherently wrong with using someone's profile picture in a video. Like, hell, do you know how much trouble I'd get in for my streams, right, if that was the standard? What an awful standard to try and set, by the way. What an awful standard to try and set. I also like the fact that there was no actual communication. That's another thing, right? There was no actual communication between Deus and Callisto, sorry, before it went straight to a copyright strike. There was no attempts at communication there. Noah didn't even try and reach out to Callisto. There was nothing like that. If it was actually truly a problem with the art being used, they could have communicated that instead of going straight to a copyright strike. There was an inherent maliciousness going on here. Noah could have definitely communicated that to Callisto and chose not to because he just wanted the video getting taken down. That's all he wanted. It
was not a good situation in general.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
when I saw the art there, I kind of freaked out. I went to Deus and told her about that.
So yeah, that matters because when we originally talked,
You kind of freaked out when you saw that. You kind of freaked out when you saw for your profile picture was being used for a video. Interesting, Noah. Interesting. You kind of freaked out when your picture was being used for a thumbnail. Oh my god. Well, look at all these big creators who are talking about you, Noah. Are you gonna strike them now? I'm sure that like people on these different channels have had some very takes that you probably don't agree with, right? I'm sure there's a few that don't agree with you, right? Interesting. I wonder what they have to say, okay? Interesting. And yet you haven't taken any of these down? What are you doing, Noah? Get on it. Chop chop, okay? Chop chop, okay? That's a bit okay. I don't want Noah striking people down, but fuck me, man. Fuck me. Okay, let's get this going. Let's get this going.
Like you said that you didn't know anything about like the person who did the copyright.
Really? You told them you had no
When
idea.
did I say that?
Well, you said that you knew the person, but you said that you didn't tell them to copyright claim Callista's video.
I didn't tell her specifically to do that. I just told her the process.
You told me about the video.
Why tell her the process?
Exactly.
Because I figured she would want to know because her art's there.
No communication. No communication. Yeah? Yeah? Aha, fuck me. God damn it. That stupid ace bit, dude. Hi, Blue Jay.
What the hell's going on here? Like, this basically, I'm pretty sure breaches any standard practice of anything that goes on YouTube. To be quite frankly clear here.
Very true.
Callisto, you can use the original thumbnail. I'm giving you full permission right here.
Okay. So I'm allowed to use the original thumbnail.
I was told under false
Why was it?
I was given false pretenses that it was being used for racist video.
But that's what it was. It was. Did you not see the Sweet Baby Ink stuff in that video?
Well, first off, like nothing in Callista's video was racist. Like you disagreed on like certain discussions online, but he was not spouting any racist rhetoric or anything like that. So that's just not true.
I thought he was though.
I thought he was though, dude. You watched the video. You watched the video, dude. How was anything in that racist? Okay, interesting.
What section of his video was racist? Like what timestamp?
I thought the Sweet Baby Ink part was. I don't know.
What did I specifically say that was an issue?
Well, I thought you said they were like unhinged or something. You were talking about black people.
Right. Did you see the statements that the person who was a part of Sweet Baby Inc. what she said?
Well, no. What did they say?
Okay, they. Oh my god, bro! This is not real. So you don't know anything of what any employees or former employees of Sweet Baby Inc. said. It was just because I was criticizing their statements, and they happened to be black that was racist. Is that my understanding?
Well, that's the assumption I made.
Right.
You made an assumption about, bro.
I'm sorry.
What?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, puts my two fingers together. I'm so sorry. My name's Otterlynoah. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I wittily tried to DMCA strike you. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I got caught with my tail between my legs. Okay, dude. Okay.
This cannot be real. Okay, for your info, if you really want to know, the segment concerned 3 individuals of Sweet Baby Inc. The first one was the CEO, who has made pretty public statements about how she will try to pressure marketing teams to hire Sweet Baby Inc. with a threat of like a giant social media mob coming after the company. That was the first one. The second statement was a talk given by a writer at Sweet Baby Inc. who specifically stated that Django Unchained was a terrible film, that Quentin Tarantino's process is rooted in white supremacy and patriarchy, and specifically about how Django Unchained is not a good film and Quentin Tarantino's work needs to be critiqued out of existence. She makes like several statements.
That part I didn't realize because I actually like Tarantino movies.
See that part I didn't realize because every single one of my takes is unoriginal. I don't think Noah's actually watched a piece of media a day in his life. I actually refuse to believe that he's actually watched anything. Okay, unless I'm proven wrong. Okay, unless I'm given concrete footage, okay, of Noah sat down in front of his TV and watching a movie. I don't think he's watched one a day in his life, because every single one of his points he's made on media is clearly copied from someone else. Now, I noticed that he did a video talking about The Mandalorian and Grogu. I'll be very interested to see if that was copied by anyone. So far, I've seen nothing. I haven't actually been able to see anything from my own little research that I've done into it, okay? So I will give him that. Maybe he is changing, maybe he isn't. I did see that he is intending to pay Shamu back, I believe. I believe it was Shamu who is actually giving ad revenue back. Or was it Callisto? No, it was Shamu. I think it was Shamu. They had an agreement. I saw a Twitter interaction. I'll see if I can find it. If anyone's got it, or before I can find it, please send it my way. But that's something that's developed recently, so we'll see.
Yeah, and she made several statements regarding the film that were absolutely bogus, that anybody who watches the film would understand. So that was a ridiculous.
Now that part I find interesting. Okay.
And then the third person was a former employee of Sweet Baby Inc., who, while working on a game called Validate, stated essentially that for her game Validate, she had no white people on the team because white people would just end up microaggressing on everybody.
Okay, so just so we're clear, Callisto was disagreeing with certain people from an organization for their comments on movies. He said nothing derogatory about their race. And you, Noah, you looked at that section and you assumed that he was making racist insults.
Because I didn't look too clearly at it.
Well, you just didn't look at it at all because, again, like this is just like clearly you didn't inspect you didn't actually look at the arguments that were presented.
Yeah.
So did you watch that part, or you didn't watch that part?
I didn't. I did, but I didn't watch it closely enough. It sounds like, because I agree honestly about the Django Unchained thing. I like that movie.
Yeah, I do too. That's why I made that video.
So you don't even disagree with what he said?
No, I guess I don't.
How did you watch that part and come away with anything else?
I don't know. I guess I didn't watch it closely enough.
I wasn't able to copy this point. Ugh.
Okay.
Okay, so just Deus, again, so Noah saw that section, he thought it was problematic or racist, and he sent it to you, and like according to Noah, he didn't
also the part about
say,
endorsing the nerdrotic thing, right? The thing about him talking about like the pack of Salems or whatever. Like, I think my issue with that, Callisto, specifically, is like you try to claim that it's a joke in that situation, right?
Yeah, I say it's a joke, yeah.
For me personally, just knowing Nerdrotic, I don't really buy it as a joke, but that's just me.
Okay, well,
but it is a joke with a punchline.
Before we get into before we get into the like Nerdrotic, is he not joking?
Fuck, I tried pausing the caps.
Can we just
So, okay, let me get this pulled up, okay. Thank you for sending that in. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay, I did see this. Is this been deleted, or is this still up? Because I couldn't find it when I looked, but thank you anyway, placeholders. Let's have a look. So, this is a tweet put out by Shamu. Otterlynoah and I have come to an agreement behind the scenes in regards to his plagiarism controversy in my Tectone video. He is, at least with me, attempting to make amends. And then Dickers says, did you guys just complete a 5-month-long negotiation? What the fuck happened, Lamau? And Shamu says, I'll explain it on stream tomorrow. Now, what we also have here is, if I can get this pulled up as well. Let's have a look. Thank you for sending that in. We also have Noah's community post. Now, we have this. So, we have this right here saying, and I'll get that zoomed in for you guys. I got permission to share this information. For those unaware, I've been paying back the ad revenue for the people affected by the plagiarism controversy at the start of this year. Over the past few weeks now, I've been paying back Shamu first, and he's posted about this on a tweet and discussed it on a recent stream as well. I'll link his Twitter post about it down below. I personally think that this is the right move to make amends with those people specifically, and I'm glad I've been given an opportunity to do that. Doesn't link the tweet, by the way, unless he's got it in the comments. Does he have it in the comments? Does he have it in the comments? He doesn't have it in the comments. Ooh, interesting. Okay, there it is. Thank you. Okay, yeah. So this is what this is reference to. Okay, awesome. So yeah, apparently he is paying back Shamu, which is good. I think that is a good first step. It is the bare fucking minimum at this point of what he should be doing. He's not going to be able to get any credibility back. I don't think in the slightest, okay? Maybe his general audience may forgive and forget, okay? If he continues to do media reviewing, maybe then commentary won't have eyes on him. Or he's going to continue making lies about people like Lyle Convoy. But we will see, chat. We will see, okay?
Can we, get Jan up to speed? Because he is, he's probably going to end up moderating this debate. Or not debate, yes. Just, discussion. And so it doesn't turn into, a shouting match or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
So who wants to, catch Jan up to speed?
Oh, do I need to skip this
part?
part?
I had the call 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we're going over, how I originally I told Deus about the video, specifically, from Callisto. Because I've had a similar situation happen before with the moderator. Like, they came to me at one point and like their art was being used on a diss track for a thumbnail.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Go on,
And
say
it was definitely, like it was a
Notice how he stumbles here, okay? Notice how each new person he joins the call, he doesn't want to be the one to say that he was the one who sent them the information for a copyright strike. It is always another person in the call having to bring up this important piece of information. I will give him a chance, I could be clip shimping, but so far it just seems that he wants to make sure that nobody has this information when, or he be the one to present that piece of information. It's very interesting, okay? He wants to keep that very much hidden.
Like, it was a diss track from somebody who was harassing someone else, so Camelot, on her own, figured out how to, like, copyright, like, take
Wait. Is there a diss track? Is the diss track Gaming Truge? Wait, is that what that is? I've just put that together. Is the diss track the one that Gaming Truge did? Are we fucking serious? Hold on. Let me see if I can find this. Is this still up? Really? Is it the Gaming Truge one? Because I swear to God, I'm gonna lose my shit if it is. Gaming Truge. Is it this one? Gaming Truge. Can I even find this? Gaming Truge. It is? Okay. Does he even still have the video still up? Or was it struck down? I can't see it anywhere. Interesting. Oh, is it this? No, it's not this. Huh? Okay. I'm gonna message Truge. See if he's still got it. Interesting. See if he wants to call in.
the art. She only wanted the art off. So when I saw Deus's art being used on Calesto's video, I thought of that situation, and I went to her and gave her like the things that Camelot had told me.
So wait, this is about the copyright claim, or what is? Sorry, I'm reading at the same time.
Yes, this is about the copyright claim for Calesto's video.
Okay. So is the concern like not being comfortable with someone's art being used in like a context that they maybe disapprove of?
No.
Or is that like
yes, because that was my worry for her originally.
Can I finally speak on this? I was approached by Noah with the video, and he said that my art was being used to promote a racist video. And then he said that I should put a strike against the video. He gave me the links on how to do a copyright strike and said he could walk me through the process. I did not care. I didn't know about this video beforehand, and I would have just continued living my life had Noah not approached me and walked me through how to do a takedown.
So this was Calesto's video or the other video?
Calesto's video. I don't know if any other video.
Okay.
So we understand this is entirely fucked, right?
Yes. I feel very used right now. In a battle that I had nothing to do with.
I was trying to look out for you because I've had a similar
Bullshit. We'll see how this goes.
experience like this before.
Okay, but the outcome has hurt everyone in this call.
Yes.
Well,
no. Like, I defended you. Like, I took you at your word that you didn't know anything about this, but it turns out you liked me.
I did.
Dude, we heard this in the end of the toaster fight video. Dude, this guy unironically just hit us with the UG. Hit him with the UG. He rhymes with Grug. Okay, what an actual Nathaniel. Oh, now I look like an idiot. Clipped. One actual caveman. Okay. Damn it. Aura lost. Okay. I'll take the bullet on that one. Noah mocked me. Okay.
When did I say I didn't know anything about this?
Well, hang on. You go.
Like, when I made tweets saying, hey, it wasn't Noah that sent the copyright claim.
Because it wasn't.
Okay, well, so to be clear, sorry, I can take this one. So to be clear, the contention is you told Deus on the sounds of it, hey, this video is maliciously using your artwork, and then you'd walk them through how to take it down. Do you see how that's like, yeah, you didn't technically do it? But
yes, Neanderthal. Yes, I sound like an actual No, oh my god, I give up. I give up. I said it once, okay? I said it once. I'm having a stroke,
Like,
okay?
if I tell someone, hey, I have a shopping list, can you do some shopping? Yeah, I didn't do the shopping, but like, you know, I asked them to buy the things, right?
Yeah, okay, now I see what you mean there.
Bro.
Okay.
This
Okay,
fucking
well-
guy, man.
Okay, so I'm gonna put the thumbnail back up.
Yes, you have
Right.
everyone here can hear it. You have my consent to use it.
Okay. And
Okay.
additionally, I'm going to be honest, I have attempted to be as gracious and as charitable as possible. And I've spoken to people who told me
Oh, Noah's preparing another lie, okay? You heard that right? Another rub of the mustache, another rub of the beard, okay? Get ready, get ready.
being gullible and all of this shit. And I said, you know what? In the sake of moving past this, I'm just going to try to resolve this quietly. And I have no evidence that there's been some sort of folly or foul play here. And that has entirely ended up being the case to an extent that I didn't even think was possible. Like, this is so beyond fucked, bro. Like, what are you thinking? What are you doing?
My name has been put out there now.
I was trying to look out for her, and I feel like I just really messed everything up.
Well, yeah, you did, because I'll tell you right now, mate, like, just not being funny, do you suppose that who's in a better position and who ought to be taking the heat for this? Would it be this, no offense to you, love, I'm sure you're, fine and everything, but, like, this relatively random person who had nothing to do with this, because anyone reasonable, right, because it's her name on the fucking, on the copyright claim, you're just going to assume it's like her doing, and I'll be frank with you, when I first saw it, I assumed that it was her, like, having a history. But like, it's
What's the thing, right? Didn't Noah deny even knowing who Deus was, right? Oh, no. They did admit that they were their thumbnail artist, right? I think that was right. But to be fair, right, from everyone else's perspective, they just thought that some random person had copyright claimed the video, right? Like, who would think that it was anyone else? Like, no one would assume it was, like, some specific artist, okay? That has, like, no, like, attachment to Noah, right? It was just someone's name on a copyright claim. I think if someone's falsely claiming someone, I think it's pretty common that people will be like, guys, look at this, okay? Some absolute cunt has decided to claim my video. Like, I don't see where that falls under, like, malice, or nefarious acts, right? I don't think anyone really did that out of spite, okay? I don't think that Callisto did that out of spite against Noah or against this artist with the intent of it inciting harassment, as Noah is trying to allude to here. It's interesting.
not. You basically put her up to it. So like, what are you gonna do about it? I guess like just be
I already made a
like
post on my community tab under the other one.
Okay.
Well, that's
So-
not enough. Like you need to have something with like more vocal reach to like tell people that Deus was not the one. Like you were the one who put Deus up to like filling out the copyright.
Mm.
Like this is her reputation that you kind of you essentially threw her under the bus. Like I don't know her, but I'm honestly pissed for her. Like I'm sorry you had to go through this mess.
Thank you. I've had people reaching out to me calling me a fucking bitch because of this.
Yeah, like to be clear, this isn't us like having this isn't having a grandstand on you and like being like, oh, we're so like we've all fucked up before, I'm sure. But, like,
Yeah.
you can see how this is just like because like from the
Especially with like the quartering stuff going on right now, right? This is a very bad look.
I don't give a fuck about that. Just like in its own context with you from
Oh, don't mention the quartering, no.
like just so very clear. It went from you not crediting people to you having that live stream to now this to you trying to take down someone's video. Like, man, you're doing the fucking channel termination speedrun. Like, as like someone who knows you relatively well, like, it does occur to you this has like ended the careers of a vaster plurality of people who had way more reach than you did. Reasonably, after the plagiarism stuff, you should have been done.
And also Noah edited his message to Kino. He first said to Kino that she stumbled onto the video on her own, and then he edited it to later say he showed her that video. Interesting. So he entirely made, like, dude, this guy cannot say he didn't throw this person under the bus, or at least made attempts to, okay? And then got absolutely caught in a lie. Joshua Motion, do you have that edited message? Because it may have been covered last night, but I may have forgotten. But we will see. Also, let me see. They ready yet? They're almost ready.
But you're not, because your audience is relatively charitable to you, and now you're throwing one of them under the bus?
That wasn't my intent when I was doing this.
Okay.
Where your attention is.
You had to quote back up the line. No one ever does. No one ever intends to hurt people, or most people don't. But the fact is you did, and the fact is it keeps happening. It's a pattern now.
I don't have.
Dude.
I don't know what to do.
What the fuck? No.
Why is he fucking tweaking out, dude? He's just pissed and angry that he got caught in all his lies, okay? The thing about lying, right, is the more that you make, right, it's harder to keep track of. He's been caught in so many lies at this point. He can't do anything about it.
Second. As of this point, any terms of good faith or anything like that are completely dissolved and have evaporated. That needs to be stated up front, because I was operating under false assumptions that this was all just, that it was essentially this artist who just decided to go rogue, act on her own accord, and you're trying to resolve it, versus now it was you who thought the video was racist, despite either not watching it or having some miscomprehension, and then directing her and walking her through the process to do the copyright takedown request.
Yeah, to get a timeline as well, when you reached out to me to try to talk to me about how Callisto is doing all of this stuff with his video, and
because
I'm gonna be straight with you.
because
I'm gonna be straight with you when I'm talking. You're gonna have to let me finish, man. I'll give you a chance after. All right. You can see from my perspective how fuck that looks. Cause when did you no offense, I trust her more than you. Deus, do you recall when Noah reached out to you about this?
April 14th.
Okay, so that would have been a day before you called me at we had a chat at 2 a.m. a protracted chat. So after you'd done this, because Kino sent me the thing right after, you go to me.
Interesting. Hold on. I don't know if we've seen this yet. Let me get this pulled up. Thanks for sending that in. Okay. Interesting. Okay, we'll get this image pulled up. It's a bit blurry, but we'll see. Okay. So, apparently this was posted in Wargaming Dad's server. So, this is a screenshot of a message that was sent to KinoFlex, right? Noah saying, "Oh shit, Deus Marionette is my PNG artist. She made my PNGs. I use in my videos. I originally sent her Callisto's video." So that's the message that was edited, right? That was the edited message. And apparently this is the original message that they tried hiding. "Oh shit, Deus Marionette is my PNG artist. She made my PNGs. I use in my videos." I'm wondering if she claimed that that video, if it popped up in her feed. Interesting. So the question is, when was this edited, right? When was this message edited? Because you have Kino replying, saying, "How do you think Callisto can resolve this issue with them? He's planning on sending an email." Interesting. So I wonder if Kino was going under false preconceived knowledge about this, right? And thought that it was entirely Deus's fault. So they were entirely trying to throw them under the bus. Holy shit. Okay. I'm gonna get someone to call in, okay. Let's see if this works. See if this works. Okay. Hello, Gaming Truth. So, how you doing?
I'm doing alright. How about you?
I'm doing good. So, I was just trying to get a bit of a better understanding of the situation with yourself, with Noah. Apparently you did a diss track, and apparently Noah informed someone else about it, because you were doing harassment. Is that right?
Yeah, so the timeline of events is that I put out a track back in, I want to say it had to have been March of last year,
right?
And it was with an individual by the name of Cherry,
right?
And this individual, we had our own little back and forth about some stuff. I probably shouldn't have done the tracks themselves, but that was just the way of game. My thoughts and feelings out. I decided to play it with the pen, so yeah, that's how I perceived it. Flash forward around I think it was March of this year, and Noah randomly started going to Cherry's comment section and being all yeah, gay people are born gay. And I'm like, wait, what? Are you said in the DMs, like when this was all going down, that Cherry was crazy. Now you've some reason siding with them.
Right.
Because me and Noah's relationship, like I'm not sure how far you are in everything. I know that you're watching. Are you watching the Toastify video?
So I watched the Toastify video last night. I'm currently looking at the full leaked call, which has Callisto and Kinoflex and Noah in it. We saw ends of it in the Toastify video. And obviously Noah is bringing up your situation with saying like, yeah, no, I helped with a situation a while ago where this person was harassing them with like a diss track or something, and they had their artwork in the thumbnail.
Yeah. So the whole thing was that it's actually pretty much similar to what happened with Deus. The only difference is that when Noah reached out to Camelot reached out to another individual named Otterlynoah, and they basically were all like, "Hey, you should file the copyright." But Noah basically was backing the entire time, like, yeah, this is what you should do to take down this video because he used your art. And I'm like, bruh, yeah, that's like, because like I'm the type of person, like, if you reached out to me and you're like, hey, I don't like you using artwork I made for you for a track that's supposed to be a diss on someone else, can you replace it? I would have 100% replaced it, changed it, moved on with my life. Yeah. But it was the direct like copyright claim. I'll tell you, I'm not sure if you've ever been copyright claimed before, but it's a scary thing because I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm thinking about like, is my channel going to get like hit with like a full thing, and is it going to like, because obviously I don't like make money off of YouTube. I do all this as like for the love of the game, and so like I got really scared because like I put a lot of time, effort, and energy into like my music and into like the stuff I do on YouTube. So it's just. I was freaking the frick out. So I tried to screenshot everything I could just so I could show what's going on. I like deleted the video, basically re-uploaded it with a different thumbnail, and the opening is a little different. Like it has me basically calling out Noah saying that I changed the thumbnail. Yeah. But yeah, like I completely like I didn't get hit with a strike or anything because like I instantly took it down, but then I just re-uploaded it with a different thumbnail. Yeah, that makes sense. Like I don't want my track down. Like what the heck?
yeah, exactly. So is there logs of Noah basically inciting all this? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. I can go and get something real quick. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of stuff on hand, but Noah released a stream going over my whole situation, and there's logs inside of that. As well as there is a full interview with me, Cherry, Noah, and the individual of Wendy. They're the ones that were like looking into it. Let me see if I can pull that.
So it's interesting. So this is a situation that is not involved. Wasn't actually you weren't going towards Noah in the first place. You were just going after someone different to Noah, but Noah took offense to it and then decided to incite using the DMCA tools.
Basically, so there was two things to that. So I was having problems with this individual of Cherry because they came back into my live stream under a new account. So and then they made an AI diss track on me. So I'm all like, okay, well, let's keep it back to the pen. Let's just go on for the one more time's sake. And then Noah saw me making a third diss track on Cherry, and they're like, oh my gosh, this guy's harassing this poor woman. And so he saw me making the diss tracks as harassment, which in hindsight I don't really understand because it's not like I'm constantly making music. I made 2 tracks a year ago, and Noah actually enjoyed both tracks. Actually, if I get a thing real quick.
So he enjoyed both tracks, and then he's gone ahead and backpedaled, basically.
Basically, yeah, because I didn't defend him doing the plagiarism stuff.
Oh right, I see. So, but now because you're not defending him, he's gone after you. Is that what is my understanding?
Yeah, basically the short and sweet of it.
What a fucking weasel, dude! Holy shit. Okay. Oh, thanks for sending that.
Yeah,
I'll have a look at that.
No worries. And then then I was going to say the second video I sent that has a bit more of like the screenshots and everything saved.
Okay.
Unfortunately, my account, like literally 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, time is kind of crazy, got hacked, and I ended up losing a lot of the back end DMs that I used to have, which really freaking sucks because now it's just more or less if I don't have anything, it's on testimony, and
Right.
I know
Yeah.
testimony can only go so far, you know.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Well, thanks for explaining all that, man. I do appreciate that because I was
No
a bit.
problem.
I didn't actually end up looking much into your side of this, but I was trying to see if there was any sort of overlap with this one, and it seems to like I don't know. It seems interesting. It seems to kind of build up a pattern that Noah doesn't have an issue with people using the DMCA tools to basically take down critics. So that was interesting. If he's got a pan of this, it makes me kind of wonder what other if there's anyone else he's basically gone like, yeah, you should use the DMCA tool. Okay. I think the stuff with Deus was probably the most blatant example because it directly benefited him. So yeah, but yeah, no, I do appreciate you calling in for this.
No problem. Again, I apologize. I'm on a scuffed setup at the moment,
Oh, you're
but
fine.
I'm glad that I can come and help you out. If there's anything you need, just feel free to reach out to me, and I can do my best to help you out.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you very much, and have a good rest of your day. Okay.
No problem. You take care.
Okay. Bye bye. And that was Gaming Truge, everybody. Thank you very much for calling in. That at least fills in some holes in the story that I was missing. Let me give you guys my lovely Fuji back. Thank you very much, Metalman, for being a member for 9 whole months. Yen, our stream baby is ready. I was unaware that that was happening, but thank you very much nonetheless, Metalman. Thank you very much. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. Let's get back to it, okay? Let's get back to the call. Very interesting stuff, okay? Very interesting stuff. God, I'm gonna open that window. Okay.
Insurance and stuff, or like, why? What is the point? Clearly, did you just like just be straight with me? Did you do that? Feel really shitty about it, and then reach out to me and see if you could maybe do some reconciliation because you felt contrition, or was it because you were just like, hey, maybe I can pull one over on these guys this way?
No, it's because I felt bad.
Okay, so that's good. Obviously, I guess that's reassuring for me to some extent. Now, Callisto, you understand. He, at this point, has absolutely no reason to trust a fucking thing that you say to him, right? Like,
yeah.
Obviously.
Wait. What was your conversation about? And what was this about? What?
Oh, so Noah and I talked on, like, morning of the 15th, like, very late hours, about, like, him potentially reaching out to you and Kino, to, like, smooth things over, and this is now turning out to have been after he had, like, reached out to this person to copyright strike.
Okay, so 1 second, let me get the timeline straight. He initially, once seeing the video, assumed there was something racist, or came to the conclusion that it was racist, reached out to this artist, Marionette, to issue the copyright strike. Under the assumption, and then spoke with you. Okay, and what was that conversation about, roughly speaking?
That conversation was initially about Kino's like tweet, and then we kind of circled into, hey, maybe you could like still smooth this relationship over if you are genuinely willing to show some contrition for what you said, and if you're willing to talk to these people. But of course, at this time, this is like Kino sends me that you've been copyright struck, like I think almost synchronously to this, and I say, oh, he probably doesn't know anything about that, and like we both conclude, because we have no reason to believe otherwise, there was Deus acting on her own initiative, which is now turning out to not be true at all.
Okay, and the conversation was about Kino, the relationship with Kino.
Kino and your video tangentially.
Yeah, because I thought you came, like you reached out to us like in honest good faith, like to just resolve things, but really what you were doing is trying to get people off your back.
True. He wasn't going in good faith, okay? We've already seen he was editing messages, okay? He was incredibly dishonest with the way he approached people. He was like, oh, I don't know why they did this. Oh, wow, they must have done this, even though he has directly given them the tools for it. He was acting like, oh, like, what was the message to fucking Kino? It was just like, oh, shit. Oh, no, this is bad. Oh, my God. Oh, I have no idea how any of this could have happened. Gulp, even though he was the person who directly told them how to. He was directly being dishonest about the whole thing. Or I didn't tell them to do it. Well, you gave them the tools to do it. You dishonest wretch of a human being. Oh my god.
Yeah, because like Noah, level with all of us here as well. Did you genuinely think that the video was racist, or was it more likely by far, based on even the conversation that we had, that you thought it was going to bring you a lot of heat and you just wanted it gone? Because when we had that conversation, it was brought a non-zero amount of times the notion that if you talk to Callisto, maybe he'll, well, like you were asking me whether he'd be inclined to have the video removed if you agreed to something with him.
Yeah, and if you were really concerned about Deus, like her art being used for something you disapprove of, you could have reached out to Callisto and asked him just to chase the thumbnail.
True. Same wavelength, okay.
Now, like, but you never did.
That would have been
You're
easier, yeah.
Well, it's not about easier. It's about it would have been the morally the
Yeah.
better thing to do.
Exactly.
But you didn't care about the thumbnail, though. You didn't care about the thumbnail. You cared that you thought the video was racist, and it was a way to get it taken down.
Yeah.
True.
And like, I see. Okay, so if I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If I'm being like as hyper good faith in this whole situation as I possibly can be, it seems to me like you had a really bad month and you wanted to like get rid of that video because it fucking annoyed you.
I
Which
know
that's
this.
fair, but like tough. That video's gonna stay up.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I brought that up as like a good faith. No one gives a shit. All right, we all have bad months. We don't do this shit though, right?
Yeah.
No, it does.
But like realistically, no one here is certainly like I probably was the least affected by this, but like you still like I don't know if it was I wouldn't say you manipulated me exactly, but you were like trying to get me under false pretenses.
Wargaming Dad is asking about getting on the call as well. I don't know if that's a good idea.
I think this 5 is fine.
Like this is fine. Like this is like Wargaming Dad.
Because I am so tired of drama tubers too. That's the other.
Okay,
one.
look.
Noah,
I'm going to be completely honest.
I'm tired of drama tubers, okay? Says the guy who made a Tectone video. Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't make a Tectone video, okay? You grabbed Shamu's video and then you copied it. You can't say you're tired of drama tubers when you're the person who is a drama tuber. You are the person who caused this drama to happen. This is all on you, buddy, okay? This is all on you. You made the drama, okay? You were being dishonest. You were lying, okay? You don't dislike drama tubers. You dislike the fact that they're actually going to point out your faults and they're going to go ahead and actually put it on display, okay? And accurately go ahead and portray the story. That's what you're angry about, okay? You can't hide behind the scenes and try and pretend and weasel your way out of this one. That's exactly what Noah is asking for here. He just wants to go along his merry way. He wants to continue uploading as he already has, okay? And act like nothing has ever happened. That's why he did a community post, okay? Because why the hell would you only do a community post on a situation like this? You have directly, okay, plagiarized people, okay, for a while now, and now you just want to walk along like it's nothing else? Really, buddy? Really? Okay. Incredible work. He would always claim he's not a drama tuber, yet he does commentary content. Yeah, exactly. You're a drama tuber, dude. That's what commentary is, okay? You are a drama creator, okay? You cannot tell me you've made a Tectone video, copied a Tectone video, and then not realize that's what you've done. I'm tired of drama tubers when I'm getting called out in the same way I'm tired of the police when they arrest me. So true. So fucking true, Nightmares. Dude. What a wretch, okay? Fuck me, man.
I'm gonna be completely honest.
He should change his name to Otterlynoah. True.
Like the reason, if you want the drama to stop, you stop behaving the way you're doing, like you are now. Like you need to stop like going behind the scenes and like actually talk with people, like be direct, like stop with this. Oh,
that's exactly what I was thinking when I talked to Jan. And
I'm going off this assumption instead of like.
That's what he was doing when he talked to Jan. Interesting. I'm not too familiar with this Jan character. Okay, I know K-Huck had them on. I don't know too much on their involvement. I know the names I know is obviously Callisto. Obviously you have Noah. You have KinoFlex, okay? Wargaming Dad. I don't think I really have heard Jam being brought up. Do you like the thumbnail for this cool lol? Yeah, I love it, dude. It's great, okay? Is this a real image? I genuinely cannot be too sure, okay? I hope it's a real image, okay? I might just headcanon it to be a real image, okay? It's fucked up. But for cool streams, okay, you guys get cats, okay? He told Deus her art was in a racist video, she was disgusted by that, and then he used her feelings to manipulate her to get her to copyright strike Callisto's video. Yeah, exactly. John is a co-host of KinoFlex, they're just based. Okay, thank you.
Getting the full picture.
Okay, but like, okay, so that's all well and good that you thought that when you talked to me, and then when you talked to Kino, and now eventually you can
also reach out to Deus afterwards.
Again,
like,
please, you're gonna need to. No. Again, we're doing this. You're gonna need to let me finish when I'm talking. All right? You reached out to Deus.
Call etiquette, okay? Call etiquette.
That's all well and good that you did that all after the fact. Do you suppose, for a second, that it might have been better to do all that without this fucking cloak and dagger shit?
Cloak and Dagger? Oh,
Yes.
dude,
Yes,
I
it
get-
would.
Okay, so why not? Why didn't you do
Cloak
that?
and Dagger mentioned. I'm activated like a fucking sleeper agent, dude, okay? Activated like a fucking sleeper agent.
Don't know.
No, I think you do know. I think it's because initially you were angry.
Janice, chill, he speedrun mixtape. Can you speedrun that game? Really? That's funny. I'm not spoiling the context of the image. You'll see Saturday smile. Oh, you're evil nightmares. You're cucking, okay? You're cucking. I can't wait. I can't wait for Saturday then. Interesting.
And you lashed out, and this is a pattern with you, because again, when you were first accused by Nick Andrews and all of them guys, you lashed out at them, and then you had a conversation, and after that conversation, it turns out, oh, well, I was just completely in the fucking wrong. And this is the second time this has happened. Does this not concern you that there's a pattern with your behavior?
It does.
Okay, so what are you going to do going forward to amend it? Because all of this is done, right? Sorry, go on.
Yeah.
You can talk now.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk over you also.
Okay, this is fine. Go on.
Yeah, I feel like I really need...
Do you want my recommendation? Do you want...
Dude, he's stuttering. He's like, I don't want to do anything. Please. Please don't make me actually cover more about my own situation. Please. Please don't make me take accountability.
My
Yes,
recommendation.
please.
Okay, I think what you need to fucking do is step away for at least a protracted period of time, reconsider what you actually want to do, just not even just like with YouTube, but generally.
Bruh.
Consider these actions and what like incites them. Maybe you have a hair trigger temper. Hey, I have a hair trigger temper. I get angry really fucking quick, and then I regret it later. Maybe that's something you need to work on, alright? But I'll be completely straight with you. You consistently making videos like this, and this being a pattern in those videos, it's just not fucking cricket. This can't keep happening, alright? It's not fucking possible.
That honestly is something I've really thought about recently. That's, even on our stream today, Kino, that's something like I was trying to tell you as well, because I'm just tired of talking
Dude,
about,
this
all
cat
the
is
anti-woke
moving.
people, honestly. And I know for you, it's probably like similar. You probably feel
Okay.
similar about talking about the other end of that.
Sorry, I don't want to like be poking holes in every. I don't want to be poking holes in every single fucking thing you say, but like, it's all well and good that you're tired and how this affects you. I'm gonna, Kino and Callisto, either one, or Deus actually. Was it you, any of you, that like came to this conclusion, or did you reach out on your own accord because you felt bad about what happened to Deus, or like Deus, did you have to like bring this up that hey, Noah like instructed me to do this?
I had to bring it up because people were starting to message me, calling me a fucking
Interesting.
bitch.
Wonderful. Okay, Noah, what do you suppose would have if in an alternate universe where Deus just sits and takes it? Is there ever a point where you feel that you're obliged to like come out with the truth? Or would you just have let it lie, let her take the heat, and then hope that like history can be rewritten and people forget?
Oh, okay.
No.
No, because that's exactly what would have happened. That's exactly what happened. Absolute lying rat, okay? Lying little fucking weasel, okay? He is lying out of his teeth, okay? He would have absolutely done that. He did that to Kino. He misrepresented everything originally before he edited the message, okay? Apparently he was editing messages with Deus. I wish we could see that, okay? I'm hoping that gets, I'm hoping that's being looked into. I wonder if we have any of that. Because Deus had to delete their side of the messages, because allegedly, Noah was editing his side of the conversation to make Deus sound weird. Interesting. We've already seen this behavior when he did it to Kino, so I wouldn't be shocked if he did it here. Interesting. How he's already trying to go ahead and recover from the situation by lying again.
Okay, well, how long on would that have been, mate? Because this is day 3. Would it have been a week, a month? Do you think that it's acceptable that she has to put up with that for that long?
No. That's why I was really stressed when she told me about it.
Okay, again.
Really stressed when she told me about it. You knew it was happening, dude. Well, okay, he didn't know about the harassment, right? But like he was probably not stressed because she was being harassed, probably because his lies were being caught up on. I refuse to believe this guy has any remorse for his actions. I absolutely refuse to believe he has any level of remorse, okay? He was going to throw Deus under the bus, okay? That's exactly what his plan was, and he got caught for it, and it would be bad optics if he continued to do so, okay? Even in this call, okay, at the very beginning of the call, he was consistently trying to say, guys, I didn't tell them to do this, okay? I just showed them how to, okay, if they wanted to. He's just lying. He's just lying again and again.
We're not talking about, like, no offense, we're not talking about you now.
Noah lied to me, which was really epic, after I told him I was researching into him. Really? What was the lie? What was the lie? Or is that another sad A little tease, okay? Come on, what's the lie, buddy? Come on.
Talk about her.
No,
What do you think you can...
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm terrible at wording things.
I haven't seen you autist edit Metal Man, send it in.
It's incredible. Like, this is the problem. Every single answer that you, like, give to an extent is immediately coattailed by something incredibly solipsistic. That's my problem. And it makes me disinclined to believe that this is not going to repeat itself. Because maybe, ultimately, the reality is you're just not cut out for this, which might be the case. And this, in this context, being just, like, content creation and being, like, a community figurehead / manager. Or, B, you just need to really reevaluate for a long time.
This is a sad old wait until the video is public. Kicks rocks. Whatever.
Because this is, again, just I hasten to remind you, it's not the first time you've used a community member or a community members to try to shield you either. You brought on Wargaming Dad in that plagiarism drama. You brought on a bunch of random fucking community members. You, like, it's not...
Because I... Oh, sorry.
No, you go on. You can tell me why.
I just... yeah. And I already made up with Wargaming Dad as well. I apologized to him for using him there. And, like...
Well, you kind of used him again, if I'm being honest, by not letting him, not filling him in on the full story. And now, like, I'm sure he's going to be pissed after this too, because, like, he was defending you too.
Yeah. And, like, the thing about this, the thing about, like, lying and, just being, at least being deceptive, is this is only going to get worse. Like, coincidentally, none of us, to be clear, before you have a thought, none of us had any clue that this was going to be happening. But, like, a major stream covered you the other day. Do you suppose that this is going to help your position now? Because, like, I don't know. I'm not a public person, so I don't have a platform to really voice anything about this. Neither is Deus, on the sounds of it.
Okay.
But, like, what do you expect Kino and Callisto to do in this position? Right? Like.
Okay, so, like, I don't want to, like, cut you off, Jam, but I do think we need to come up with a solution for Deus, because she, like, again, like, I apologize for, like.
A solution for Deus? What solution? Like, realistically, what solution do you mean, dude? Like, people, like, what? It's done. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, no one has incited harassment against Deus, okay? Dickers hasn't done it. No one on the panel has done it. British Runner hasn't done it. Nobody on there has actually incited harassment on this woman, okay? I don't know what more else you want people to do. I don't think Noah can do anything to stop that. Have they even made any posts about that? Have they actually made a single post talking about Deus being harassed? There was the apology video, right? Has he made any comments about Deus being harassed? Oh, okay. Let's have a look. Let's see. Go on his channel. Let's have a look. So, let's see. So, he's got a 10-minute accountability video. Should we quickly look at this?
Hey everyone, if you're watching this video and you're a regular viewer of the channel, you're probably aware of all the problems I caused during the month of April. A video by the user named Callisto came out in April called Anti-Woke Criticism is Fine, Debunking Otterlynoah. This video went over many of my videos from last year and also discussed my plagiarism controversy from the start of this year. I was incredibly petty seeing this video when it came to my attention, and because of that, I made the wrong choice of having my artist, Deus Marionette, who has created the PNGs that I use for my avatar in my videos,
Dude, this guy's mic is fucking horrific. You haven't seen that? I believe it was briefly touched on in the Toastify video, but I haven't seen the full thing.
A claim on the video by claiming her art being used in the thumbnail. This was a wrong thing to do for multiple reasons. Not only did I have an artist and friend of mine of 3 years put a claim on a video that I just simply didn't like because it was a criticism of me, I was actively disingenuous to her and did not give her the full story on what the video was actually about, and also stated that the video was racist to her. On top of this, even outside of all of that, Deus' art being used in the thumbnail by Callisto—
His mic is horrific, okay? I know my mic isn't beautiful, but oh my god, this is hurting. Toastify dropped his part 2 of his Noah video for members. Oh shit. Nice. I will have to wait until that becomes public, okay? I don't feel like that's kind of right for me to cover that, even if it's a members only video. I will wait.
Is absolutely fair use, so this was something that couldn't be claimed regardless. On YouTube, especially if you're someone declaring yourself as a critic, you have to be able to take criticism yourself. I was not able to do that here, and on top of this, I had my artist claim a video that was a rightful criticism of me and also fell under fair use. It was egomaniacal and selfish of me for many reasons. My actions here have hurt a lot of people, and that's something that can't be changed, but I want to try to make things right any way I can. I want to apologize specifically to Deus Marionette, the artist I approached to put a claim on Calesto's video. Deus has been a longtime friend and supporter of what I do here, and it was incredibly wrong for me to put her up to putting a claim on a video that I just simply didn't like. I want to apologize to Calesto for putting a claim on his video to begin with, which was a rightful criticism of me and how I handle the hunting grizzly bears.
Dude, he's fucking looping, holy shit.
I want to apologize to Kinoflex, who I lied to during the events of this, and I tried to act like I didn't know anything at all about Deus.
Interesting. Wait, hold on. She must have seen the video in her feed. Yeah, so this is the video. This is the message we saw. Wait, he used that message in his apology? Wait, okay. You can watch it privately, no stream until Saturday. Yeah, that's fair. That's entirely fair. So he also used this message in his public apology video. Interesting. Interesting. Because as we saw before, right, he absolutely edited this message to remove this. Right? He actually edited the message. So he would have had to have screenshotted it before he edited the message. Interesting. So even in this video, he's lying.
Striking down Calesto's video. I want to apologize to Jan as well for doing this exact same thing to him. I want to apologize to the Birdman for not being truthful with him when he originally approached me about the situation and asked for more details on how Calesto's video got a claim on it. I want to apologize to Wargaming Dad for lying to his face when he came to me asking about information on this situation. As you can see here, I made the claim in this DM to Wargaming Dad that Deus didn't understand fair use, which is false, of course, and this was just deflection from me. I was the one who put her up to claiming the video to begin with, and in fact, after this entire situation, it should be obvious that I was the one who did not understand fair use whatsoever. I want to apologize to Simon Robinow for recording him in a Discord call with Deus without his permission or knowledge.
I did hear about that. I did hear about that. He did record them without consent. That was meant to be a private call.
Party consent state and thought it would be okay, but it was a massive violation of his trust and Deus's trust. I want to apologize to Q and Jasmine for causing her to feel like she wasted her time making art.
Dude, what the fuck? Is he bouncing on it now? Holy shit, dude. What a great fucking still frame. What a still frame of him right now. I have it sped up a little bit, but he looks like he's bouncing on it right now.
Since she made the thumbnail I was going to use on my Rev Says
Dude, what the fuck? Dude, what the fuck? Dude, wait, hold on. Can I do something really funny here? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. What the fuck is it? Okay.
Proceed to a mission or knowledge since I live in a one-party consent state and thought it would be okay.
Okay.
But it was a massive violation of his trust and Deus's trust. I want to apologize to Q and Jasmine for causing her to feel like she wasted her time making art for me since she made the thumbnail I also want to offer an apology and causing him to feel like
Sorry, I had to.
the advice he gave me during the plagiarism drama was completely wasted on me and causing him to feel betrayed in general. I also want to offer an additional apology to both him and Critically Sober for not listening to their advice on not hopping onto drama streams. I also want to apologize specifically to my YouTube community for making a bunch of community posts when this originally all occurred, starting on the 19th going up to the 20th. I originally made a bunch of YouTube community posts trying to describe the situation as it had happened, but admittedly I was very stressed while making those. And
wait, really? You were trying to describe it as actually happened? Edited. What was the original? I'm curious. Friendly reminder to my community, I know there are a lot of people critiquing me currently, while there are some bits of misinformation flying out there amongst legitimate claims. Do not harass anyone discussing me. Feeling that should go without saying, but just making it clear we are better than that, and I still made a mistake regardless of anything, and a big one of that should have not gone to Deus about Calesto's video, and I messed up grandly as well as for flip-flopping afterwards between Wargaming Dad, Kino, and Deus, since I didn't properly take accountability at all for how I'd given that to Deus. Has this been changed? It says edited at the top. Was there an original version of this? Okay.
I originally made a bunch of YouTube community posts trying to describe the situation as it had happened, but admittedly I was very stressed while making those, and none of them came off well whatsoever as a result. So I made a bunch of YouTube community posts all at once trying to describe the situation while stressed, which obviously was not a good idea whatsoever, and then ended up just deleting them all, which honestly came off as even worse because it came off like I was trying to hide things.
Also, hi Emma.
Whatsoever. That's also a big reason I'm doing this video because I want full clarity out there on what happened with this situation and what I'm gonna do to make things right. A lot of people are.
Is that the one where he plagiarized from Kinoflex? I'm not sure. I have no idea what the original statement was. Yeah, I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if this was edited as well. Again, I don't have any proof for that, so I'm not going to claim for definitively, there you go, that that was the case, right? But genuinely, given his track record, also with the Kino message that he's also edited and put into this video, interesting stuff. Okay, interesting.
Hurt over this, and I cannot state that enough. A lot of people probably won't talk to me ever again after this, and rightfully so. I did a lot of things wrong here, and there's really no taking back what I did whatsoever. The only thing I can do is try to learn from this and grow, like I always do in general. Since this situation has also caused the plagiarism drama from the start of this year to be relitigated, I also want to directly apologize to Shamu, Vincent Pavarel, and Neryl for plagiarizing their videos. Specifically, I want to apologize for taking Shamu's video on Tectone and taking entire segments out of that and copy and pasting them into my video called Anti-Woke Religious Gamers Are Unintentionally Hilarious. Taking entire parts of Vincent Pavarel's script on his video about Jester Bell's terrible takes on 2025 movies and putting that in my own video on that. And also taking an entire chunk out of Neryl's script on his video talking about aliens and True Lies on 4K and putting that in my video about AI and Disney. I think this entire situation, and also the plagiarism controversy from the start of this year, has really had me reflecting on what exactly I want to be doing here on YouTube. When I started doing the Hunting Grizzly Bears videos, that being the first one about anti-woke film criticism, I was doing them in a hope to try to get film criticism.
Thank you very much for the $5 Metal Man. Noah head empty of thoughts, only Grizzly Bears. So fucking true, dude. Maybe he has become the Grizzly Bear himself. Ah, what a beautiful story, okay? He's come full circle, okay, chat? Full circle.
And just criticism in general on YouTube back to what it used to be. I was hoping to highlight bad faith criticism on YouTube and be able to point people in a better direction for criticism on YouTube in general of popular media, but that really didn't.
No falsely accusing Shamu and Nick Andros doxing him, by the way. True, I forgot he did that. He also accused them of he accused them, right, of doxing him based on a random snark message, okay? A random fucking Twitter message that he got a reply in, saying that they were gonna, that they were gonna dox him or something? Even though that there was no proof that they had any affiliation, right? I don't understand why he came to that assumption. Maybe because he's malicious? Maybe trying to frame something as something it's not, like usual? Interesting. Interesting how he hasn't brought that up yet. Maybe because that's a crazy thing to accuse someone of, and that would look way fucking worse for him. And he is again trying to do the bare minimum, because everyone has really been focusing on the plagiarism stuff, right? Why would he bring up the lesser pointed out thing about the accusation of doxing, right? Interesting. Why would he do that? Why would he bring that up? Because it makes him look even worse, okay? This is what I'm telling you, okay? He's got a pattern of behavior, right? Of trying to downplay his actions and trying to limit the knowledge he is giving to people, even when he's being, like, directly, like, confronted. That is exactly what he was doing. The tweet was Shamju told us to dox you, and that sounds more fun than watching your stream. Yeah, true. True. I can't believe he unironically saw a message from someone called Shamju, okay, and thought it was somehow related to Shamu. Or anyone else, for that matter. Really? Interesting. Fuck me.
It didn't happen at all with that series, and I don't think I accomplished anything with it whatsoever that I was hoping to. Instead, what that series became was just simply a way for me to try to feel like I could get an own on someone else, instead of actually highlighting real criticism. It ultimately became a way for me to boost my own ego instead of actually highlighting good faith criticism. I would say originally the series started off the way I intended, but over time it just gradually deteriorated into something toxic and not really productive whatsoever. And ultimately this series, and especially the way I chose to handle it, has done nothing to better media discourse on YouTube and has only hurt people that I care about and are close to me, and also has caused me and other people to go through a lot of drama. Neither of those things are things I want for myself or others that I care about. So it's really time for me to make a huge change to what I do here on YouTube. When I first started here on YouTube, I was doing autism-related videos talking about both good and bad representation of autism.
Sorry. I know what he's talking about. I know what he's talking about. Okay. Sorry. It's just when he says autism videos. Okay.
In popular media. And I was also just talking about popular media like films, games, TV shows, and plenty more in general. I think doing the Hunting Grizzly Bears videos really caused me to lose sight of why I started doing things on YouTube to begin with. So
doing these videos took away from the fact that I was meant to be on this platform to plagiarize content, okay? That was the reason why I started content in the first place. Jesus Christ.
Going forward, any video I make here on the platform is not going to be a Hunting Grizzly Bears video. I am only going to be highlighting autism representation in popular media and also just talking about things I love, like films, games, TV shows, and things like that. That's really what this should have been all along, and I deeply apologize to my audience and everyone else that I've hurt with this series. I do now have a job working in the film industry, so—
But you don't care about film or anything, dude. You don't care about film because you'll copy other people's opinions on it. Like, I don't understand what you're saying here, dude. You cannot pretend to have an opinion on film if all of your opinions are seemingly plagiarized. We love autism videos, same. I love them so much, dude. That's so fucking awesome.
Something I have dreamed of for quite a long time now. It would have been very easy for me to simply leave YouTube, never take accountability, and leave my YouTube audience hanging and betray them, but I didn't want to do that since I actually do want to learn and grow from this experience and take accountability for exactly the things I did.
Interesting. Interesting. What does he mean by this video? The one where he's already lied in it? Or does he mean the fact that he was already making attempts to run away after the video? I'll get that pulled up right now, okay. So, I did a little bit of researching after the last time stream when we covered some of Noah's stuff, okay? And I noticed that he had been deleting comments of his own comments, weirdly enough, okay? So I put out this tweet, and because I was curious, right, I was looking at his most recent video. As you can see from this one, this is on his video talking about Star Wars, right? Someone says, so which YouTuber did you plagiarize his review? You see Noah's icon there, right? You see it, right? So he must have replied to it. Open it up. Absolutely no mention of Noah. I don't see Noah at all in the replies, okay? And then you have this entirely different one here, okay? So I'd recommend taking a break from YouTube, then coming back with a refresh while still taking accountability for what you did. I think that's not a bad idea. I do want to turn things around on this channel, obviously, so it might be good to take a break once June starts. Interesting, interesting. So he is planning on running away. Okay. He is planning on running away. Don't pay attention to that. But he is planning on running away. Interesting stuff, guys. Interesting stuff. We'll watch the end of this and then we'll get back to the call, okay?
I wanted to do the right thing, and I hope I can continue to do the right thing going forward here. My new job...
Oh, shit. Thank you very much, Metalman, for the $5 US. That's very generous of you. Does he have a video on Rogel Dawn, or is he into pos rap and all? True. Does he have that? Do you ever watch the commentary cope session Noah did? The commentary cope session? I haven't seen that. Send it in. Send it in. I'll have a look.
Does have me pretty busy these days, but I want to keep trying to educate people on autism and what good representation of autism.
I'm very much in the mood to look at some sentence stuff by viewers, okay? Very much in the mood for that tonight.
Really looks like in popular media. So I am going to keep putting videos on this channel, and I really hope they're a lot better than the videos I was making over the last several months. Also, to show I am serious about wanting to change my content and how I approach it, I'm considering a full rebrand of my channel to really show that I want to make better content and more.
The full rebrand being the fact that you change your thumbnail away from Deus's you change your profile picture to something away from Deus's art to try and entirely, like, change your association to that person in the situation. Is that a deep read by me? Maybe. Maybe. Do I really care at this point? No.
More meaningful content going forward here. I also do want to state that me rebranding is not me trying to hide from anything I've done in the past. Every single video that I've made that highlights a mistake that I've made is still going to stay up on my channel. I did this exact same thing when the plagiarism controversy happened at the start of this year. I could have very easily deleted the stream that it all occurred in, but I chose not to because I'd rather keep that up, have that stream there as a reminder of my mistake, and be able to learn and grow.
Sure, that's exactly why you kept it up. Cope. What do you mean, dude? I want to keep it as a record of my mistakes. Well, the whole thing about this drama is him actually just being a snake. Okay, the whole situation of this drama is him being an absolute snake and trying to basically obfuscate information. The one in his Discord, interesting. Check DMs. I'll have a look. Oh my god, Mailman. I got this pulled up. I'll have a look. Oh, that call. I haven't listened to that. We may look at this. We may look at this in a second. Thank you for sending that in, Nightmares. Someone did send that to me. I will look at that. Thank you very much.
From my mistake and be better in the future. It is going to take a lot of time before people can truly heal from everything I have done, but I want to do whatever I can to try to help mend the mistakes that I caused. I would rather not look at this as the end of something, but rather a new beginning and a chance for me to change and grow and be able to be better for with myself.
Yen hates me and doesn't read my chats, dislike and unsubscribe chat. True.
And my audience. I have spoken to some of the people I hurt privately, and some have forgiven me, some still need time to forgive me, and some are gonna forgive me whatsoever, which I completely understand. I can only hope that I can take this as a learning experience and do better in the future. The next video I do likely will be another autism-related one, maybe comparing the Pit to the Good Doctor in terms of the autism representation in both shows, since that's something I've wanted to do for a while. I'm not sure when that video will come out. I will not rush myself, because I want to make sure that video is as good as possible for both you and me. To those who are still watching, I promise I will learn from my mistakes and continue to learn and grow and be a better creator and continue to add something positive to this platform and the exact kind of content that I want to make and be able to inspire other people with. Thank you for watching and listening to what I had to say here.
Nice one. Jesus Christ. The controversies of CBBC? What is this? Hold on. Sorry, what is this? So for those who don't know, the CBBS is the kids channel for like the BBC in the UK. What is this? What the fuck is this, man?
CBBS. It is one of the biggest preschool television channels in the UK that has been going on since its launch in 2000.
Okay. Good mic. Okay. I might look at that later. I might look at that off screen. That seems kind of interesting to me. Okay, we'll go back to the call for a bit, and then we'll look at that. We'll look at this. We'll just pull this up. Whatever the autoplay is decided for. I'm not doing tangents. Okay. If I do tangents, I would do it via. I would do the Himpy method. Okay. I would only do tangents via or derail. Sorry, via donations. I haven't got that set up yet. Okay. I have been thinking about it. Okay. But we'll continue the rest of this Noah call. Okay. We're halfway done.
What you've been through, and I myself thought that you were the one being malicious, but that doesn't seem to be the case at all.
Assumption as well.
Yeah, I apologize, but now that I see that you're like a victim in this situation, I would like to find ways to get this harassment against you to stop, and for the record to be set straight. So Noah, this is just my.
Did I see the pin the pin comment in the apology video? Wait, hold on. I haven't seen that. Hold on. Shit, I got fucking CBBS on the fucking screen.
Hey everyone, if you're
Shut up, bitch. Let's see. Can't believe I haven't said this, but no, I don't plan on suing Anthony Gramiglia. Apparently someone was in my private server at one point several days ago now and recorded a VC where that was said offhandedly. Or just in a state of emotion. Once again, I have no plans to sue Anthony. A family member who I reached out to afterwards talked some much needed sense into me. Wait. I have no plans on suing Anthony Gramiglia. It was in a heated moment, right? Why did a family member need to talk you out of it? Why did they need to talk sense into you, buddy? Interesting. So you fully planned on actually suing Anthony Gramiglia, is what I'm seeing here. Is there another reply? What is this? Has he deleted another reply? Where is it? Is there any one of his replies actually here? What is this? Jesus can't get any worse than I thought. Copyright claiming videos just because you didn't like the criticism, despite your entire channel being being criticizing other people. Ouch. And then the reply is, I ended up DMing Neril not too long ago to inquire about the plagiarism stuff and seeing if I could pay him back ad revenue. But apparently he doesn't think I plagiarized him, so now I'm thinking that claim was just bogus all along. Really? And throw out there for the heck of it. And thrown out there just like the heck of it, just like Nicandros. Interesting. What do you mean, just like Nicandros? What the fuck has that got to do with anything? I know he accused Nicandros of doxing. What does he mean, just like Nicandros? Huh? I'm sorry, what? Interesting. Really? Okay. Did he also try and copyright, or did he copy Nicandros as well? Is that what that is? I haven't seen that before. What is this shit, man? Is there any more in the replies? This is interesting. The guy's getting heated, okay? What's this? Wait. You stole scripts and visuals from several people, lied about it for days, and then when the evidence became too much to deny, you admitted it and had your friends sweep for you. Also, where's the apology to the other people you stole content from? I see Nicandros wasn't good enough to make it into this apology video. You then convinced a friend to commit perjury for you, lied about it for days, then when your lies was exposed, you admitted it and apologized for as little as you could, until more information came out, then apologized again for it more. You should quit, you clearly can't do this job. Any attempt after this shows you're not actually sorry for what you did, only that you were caught. Nicandros wasn't plagiarized from. His claim was that I didn't cite him for some screenshots in my Nux Taco video, even though his name is quite literally shown on the screen in the video in question. Really? Hold on. We will get back to the call, guys. I'm actually intrigued. He's talking about the plagiarism drama. During the plagiarism drama, Nick Andrews had issue with him. His Nuxtaku posts and threads were not properly credited with no links. Interesting. Hold on.
I'm so tired of this, like, actually colonialism is the problem of all the things. All the things that are bad happen because colonialism is a thing. If you're telling me colonialism dropped their average IQ by 30 percent, yeah. You know, honestly, this liberal agenda, it's gotta go, bro. Why are we giving them infinite money, dude?
Oh boy, of course Nux has to blame everything wrong with the world on a liberal agenda. I love that he just brought that up out of nowhere. But I think one of the more interesting aspects of this is that Nux doesn't really seem to understand at all where a lot of the... He ended up making a video that was very loud and very brash, supposedly quote-unquote exposing this person. And while VShojo actually thanked him on their main Twitter account for doing this, all the members of VShojo
make fun of him for... Hey baby, you didn't know that Belle Delphine was remotely related
enough, that being Mutahar of Some Ordinary Gamers. Funny enough, Nux to this day claims that he and Mutahar are...
Where is the...
That being said, what do you think? Am I wrong? Am I a gay woke furry? Let me know in the comments below. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed this video or hopefully learned something new from it. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a like and also consider subscribing as well. I do lots of videos like this overall, often debunking grifters or talking about film, animation, history, gaming, any sort of subject in general that I'm just interested in. If you'd like to join the Discord, the link is down below where you can hang out with like-minded fans of different media.
Here, right?
Special thanks to throughout the entirety of this video, Nux, you'll constantly dismiss colonialism as being an impact on the continent of Africa overall. But given the fact that by his own admission, Nux is actually an Israeli colonizer squatting on the former home of a Palestinian family who ended up getting displaced by his brother who was an IDF soldier, I think it's pretty clear.
Dude. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I'm a great streamer, guys. I'm a great streamer. Let me just search Discord. I'm sure it will come here. The fuck is it, man?
Why Nux wants to deny colonialism having any impact on anything. Gee, color me surprised.
Take Malawi, for example.
And I love how this guy is explaining pretty much everything very clearly here. Animation, history, gaming, any sort of subject in general that I'm just interested in. If you'd like to join the Discord, the link is down below where you can hang out with like-minded fans of different media. Special thanks to all my patrons and YouTube members who keep me doing what I do here monetarily.
Whatever.
So we all know the movie Oppenheimer.
Be quiet. Whatever. I'll look at it off stream, okay? Sorry I couldn't find it. Da-da.
This is just my idea of how we can at least start to fix the situation. Like Deus and Noah, would either of you be willing to like appear on a stream to like set the record straight? Like you're not going to get attacked, you're not going to be
That's
harassed.
my biggest worry.
Again,
I don't want to question. Is it going to be a drama tuber stream?
I think we should just go on Digger's stream to get it resolved.
No, we should not. No, because he was the one calling her a bitch.
Okay.
That's your fault. That's your fault.
Wait. No. One second. I haven't said shit about.
Dude, he's fucking running, dude. He's running from the big dick, okay? He's running from dickers, okay?
About this. Okay, one second. As of right now, whatever the fucking fallout of this call is.
The credit on screen is a watermark Nick Andrews added that says Nick Andrews News Network. When you Google that, it doesn't actually show Nick Andrews' Twitter. Huh. Interesting. Why would he do that? Stolen credit again? Bro, okay.
And whatever the fucking fallout of the situation is, that is what it is at this point. Okay? So if we want to ensure that the...
Yeah, that's fair, Nightmares. Okay, that's entirely fair. So from my understanding, it was sort of a plagiarism claim or just a lack of credit? Okay, interesting.
People questioning her and calling her all these comments, stop. The only way is to come out and admit that not only did she not have anything to do with this, but that she was guided under false assumptions to make the copyright strike.
Yes,
so,
and that's why I think like appearing on Digger's stream is the most appropriate course of action because Dickers. Just listen to me real quick. If Dickers is the one like who cares the most about this, then he's a rational person. He will admit that he's wrong, and he will apologize to Deus and set the record straight that she is not the one who did it. If you're concerned about reach, then this is how you resolve it. Okay.
The other thing I was this is obviously because...
Wait, but who would he go on? Whose stream would he go on if it wasn't a drama streamer, right? It's drama streamers who have been talking the most about the topic, okay? Again, right? Puts my snark cap on, okay? Puts my comedic hat that says snark on it, okay? I think, okay, he just wanted to try and minimize the number of people who would actually care about this seeing the drama, okay? That's what he wanted. That's absolutely what he wanted.
Just to be clear, Deus, how comfortable on a scale of 1 to 10 are you with making any public appearances in like a stream or a video?
I honestly don't appear on anything. I just want to be invisible on the internet. So this has been very stressful.
Yeah, so then the way...
In which case Noah needs to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I need to make a statement. and then it's going to be what it's going to be at that point. You're going to have to say that she had nothing to do with it, that you thought the video was racist, and that's why you told.
Wait, that's not good. Wait, sorry to cut you off. That's not good enough. You need to admit that you wanted the video gone.
Yeah, I was going to get to that part. Yeah, that's why you wanted the video gone.
Again, like Noah, like Deus, like you don't have to come on, like you don't have to come with us or whatever. But Noah, you need to set the record straight. Like this is again a popular stream has covered this, and now
I do not want to appear on Dicker's stream. I'm sorry, I'm done with drama tubers.
Okay,
I'm done with taking accountability. I'm done with going ahead and going in a forum where most people who are talking about the topic will actually criticize me. No, I want to go into a call with a fucking stack of stones, okay? I want to go into a call with like a ChatGPT bot that's going to go ahead and respond and like pamper me, okay? Dude, just fucking take the walk by fire, okay? Take the punches and continue along with your day, okay? Don't run, okay? Stop running and just get in the damn call. You actual fucking pussy.
And it's not going to be done. It's only going to be worse if you don't acknowledge like your mistake. And you don't.
Wait, 1 second. Kino. Whether he wants to appear on anybody's stream or not anybody's stream is his decision, and that whatever he wants to do, whatever he thinks the optimal situation is.
No. Our drama, our choice, okay? You don't get a decision in this. You should come on the stream, okay? That's what he should do, okay? That's what he should do, okay?
But right now, things have to be acknowledged. In A, in order to stop people going after Deus Marionette, and B, for people to know what really happened here.
Fine.
That's what needs to happen. Whatever like show you guys want to do, whatever shit, I was all 100% looking forward to not having to deal with any more of this shit. To just get like the thumbnail reinstated or get like a new image or get like an image of an otter or something. That was my plan. But unfortunately, this turned out to be way worse than I even could possibly fathom. So
yeah, like go on. Sorry. You finish.
No, the way I have like this is so. Everyone was telling me that this was the case, and I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe not. We can resolve this quietly. No issue. That's what I was under the assumption for, and that's how I thought this was being handled. But apparently, the fuck not. It turned out to be the worst of the worst shit.
And like the other thing, and this is can understand with wanting to like honestly, like no, might feel differently. This is me speaking for myself. I would settle for any form of highly like public announcement. So not a community note on fucking YouTube that maybe like 10, like I think statistically like 10% of your audience fucking reads. All right, like
well, that's what was suggested originally when this happened.
I don't care, all right? I'm talking about the here and now. What happened, what happened, all right? This is my prescription. This is my suggested prescription for you going forward. And, like, you need to be able to, like, make a public statement about this. If people reach out for comment, you can say no comment, but I think you owe them clarifications, especially when you can, like, it's all well and good to say that, like, Dickers was the person who originally, like, he started, like, really going in on Deus. Do you suppose he would have gone in on Deus just quite as hard if he had known that it was you from the start? Or do you think that he would have gone after you? Do you think that that's a little bit more likely?
I think he would have gone after me, and he's gone after me many times before.
Well, yeah, no offense. What? You seem to deserve it quite often, no? So, like, the reality is, like, in this situation, Deus needs to have some sort of restitution, and if she's not comfortable, as is her right, to be appearing on camera, then you need to go on fucking camera, you need to record a very clear video where you explain everything, and you clarify this, and then I think Kino has a point. Obviously, we can't compel you to do anything, but the entire reason Kino is suggesting the stream is not so he can see fucking Dickers go in on you for 20 minutes. Ideally, none of
it. That's why I feel like it's gonna be. Dickers is kind of slimy.
Fine, like
slimy Dickens, okay? Very slimy Dickens, dude. Okay, dude. Slimy Dickens, okay? What the fuck? Okay. Dude, what do you think is gonna happen? You've entirely fucked up in this situation. Just go into the call and take the punches, okay? Brother, okay. Slimy Dickers the first time Noah is honest. Oh, God.
There to prevent from being like that.
Dickers is kind of slimy, I'm sorry. Didn't you just, like, try to get one of your community members to fucking take the heat for you? Like...
True.
Sorry,
no, just to be clear, like, I'm gonna go on Dicker's stream no matter what, like, with or without you. Like, Deus, if you want to, like, write out a statement for me to read off to his audience, it's, again, like, as you said, this guy is, like, very upset with what he is now is established to be a misconception. I'm just gonna clear it up with him. That's why I want Noah to come onto his stream, so people can stop, like, giving you shit.
And like to be clear as well, Noah, the reason Kino is so like adamant about this, and the reason I think that it would be better, is because I think ethically there's an obligation on your behalf to make sure this breaches containment. This can't be inside tennis in your YouTube channel, because there's many other people. Like again, Dickens is one thing. He's like a 2K, like does this for the love of the game sort of guy, right? But like Nicholas Diorio knows about this now, who's like 100K sub YouTube channel.
That is not. Yeah, he's covered me before too.
Okay. Nice. Good for you. You understand what I'm saying, though, right? If Nicholas Diorio isn't aware that there is this correction, then what do you suppose he's going to do to his, like, on a good day, 4,000 viewer stream? Do you think that he's going to say, oh, actually, guys, if he doesn't have the information, is he suddenly going to have a revelation through God and start going, I think Noah did this? Or is he going to keep fucking slamming Deus to 4,000 plus people?
Yeah. Exactly. So there has to be something said publicly.
Yeah,
True.
something has to be.
Yeah, and something outside of your sphere. That's the entire point. It can't just be you talking to your audience about this. It has to be you talking to. It has to be like, again, breaching containment, right? Is the idea? And I know that that's uncomfortable for you, because I'll be so fucking honest with you. If this is 10x worse the plagiarism drama, I would say morally, because the plagiarism drama, whatever. It's some fucking people you don't know. You fucked up. It's really fucking bad, don't get me wrong, but this is like an actual person who's done something for you, who, if anything, you like owe on like an ethical level, because they've done you a service, free of charge, by the way, from what I gather, and you fucking throw them under the bus. Do you see how like monumentally fucked that is?
Yeah, that's
True.
yeah.
And he admits to throwing them under the bus. Finally, we're getting some honesty in this call. Let's fucking go, dude.
Okay.
What's
And he
more,
growls, okay? He growls like a feral animal, okay? He growls because he knows he's cornered, okay? It's exactly what he's doing right now.
is that people who are like attack you on that stream, they said that if you didn't know anything about this, but you were looking to resolve it, that would be a W on your end. They were willing to give you some grace, but now like all that grace is thrown out the window.
Yeah, and then like this is like the fact pattern of it, right? Because like, how do you think Wendy and Kino are going to feel now that they've not fucking 30 minutes ago done a stream with you where they were trying to bridge build after you were quite unkind to Kino, to be fair, but whatever, that was like an internet scuffle. But like now they're associated with you, and there's going to be people there are going to be people to the end of days that are going to be like, oh, maybe Kino knew about like this inside like Deus snaking, right? You've like tarnished them to an extent forever. Because they appeared with you, and you did this. Because they were willing to take a chance on you, and this is what it's availed them. Same with me. I'm obviously not a public person, but like this is why we're all so fucking like cross with you. Because we all trusted you.
Is this the one that Deus recorded? I don't know who recorded this call, but it is awesome, whoever did.
And we all gave you the benefit of the doubt, and look how that has been rewarded. Do you see why this needs to stop now?
Yes.
Good. Okay, how are you going to resolve it? What is your go-to solution?
I mean, what I did for the plagiarism was making a YouTube community post. That's
We're not talking about the plagiarism. We're talking about how you
He wants to make another community post, guys. That's all he wants to do, okay? He's just gonna make another community post and not actually take accountability.
You treat your artist friend Deus really poorly, and now she's getting shit on for it. So how are you going to make that up to her? How are you going to make this up to Callisto? How are you going to make up to people like me and your fans who defended you and took you at your word? Only to be proven wrong. Yeah, Wendy too.
I feel like honestly, I need to. Especially with Deus, I feel really bad.
Okay, I think you need to make a public apology
here because I'm just so sorry. My mind is just fucked right now.
Cool.
Yeah, buddy.
Make a public video apology.
Cool. Nice.
Make sure that it's shared. DM it. If you don't want to appear on their streams, that's fine. You don't have to. DM it if possible. I think Kino's happy to facilitate it with you for Dickers and for British Runner and other people. Make sure that it gets as much outreach as possible. And then after that, I would seriously evaluate whether you think YouTube is your game. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
And this isn't some. Oh yeah, go on, Foster.
I feel like I'm the chief one fucked over here. I mean, my video is about to be taken the fuck down.
No, I sent the retraction for it. I got an email that they've got my.
Thank God.
We can discuss
All right,
after.
well, it takes like 24, 48 hours, so we'll just have to wait and see. But okay, I appreciate that. But really, the idea that my video would be taken down over a part, like even if you thought it was a screwed up part, even if you heavily disagreed and you thought I was just such a piece of shit, that's you the right to do this. I just want to make that explicit.
True. The only time you should ever take down a video, okay, or use reporting tools, if the material in the video is actually criminal, okay, or if they're like, you know, if it's criminal, doxing, right, stuff like suicide, that kind of stuff, right, that should be taken down if it's a video. You should be reporting that stuff, okay? That's the kind of stuff you should be reporting. Not because you think that a video might be, what, racist, right? Again, racism bad, boo, I agree, right? But even then, the thing in the video wasn't actually racist, okay? The thing in the video wasn't actually racist. I think reporting videos is incredibly gay. It's why everyone took such a massive umbrus with KP when they were just trying to strike people down. Even if they had the right with the archive, okay, I think that's still incredibly gay that they even tried to do that. But yeah.
Explicitly clear. Even if it was as bad as you thought it was, it's still not okay.
Well, to be clear as well, you know, in terms of the disclosure, it makes a good point. In terms of the nature of the takedown, all right, you realize how, like, number one, how, you know, obviously it's going to affect Callisto, but who's like 10x smaller than you, like, you know, proportion-wise. I don't like to do the asymmetry of power, but it's worth remembering. And then, secondly, you understand the reason people are going in on Deus for this so hard is because you put her up to something that is complete fucking nonsense, right? Like,
true.
Even let's say we're in the universe where Callisto's video was somehow fucking racist, all right? Let's say we're there. What you put Deus up to would still give her a ton of shit because it doesn't make any fucking sense. And in that universe, if you genuinely thought that, that's actually worse because if Callisto was genuinely bad, you're giving him good press by proxy. But it happens that Callisto isn't even a bad person, so you're hurting like two reasonable people for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
So, and that's like, you know, Callisto obviously, if you have like a restitution in mind, then you please vocalize it. I don't mean to like stampede over you or anything. Sorry.
I don't know. I mean,
Deus.
If the video was racist, it wasn't. You report it properly, not trying to take it down for bogus reasons. Yeah, exactly that as well. Like, bro, fuck me, man. Because Noah just clearly didn't want his name attached to it. He wanted to appear like some random person had done it, okay? Then the artist went ahead and did the thing in the claim, right, where it was specifically for Otterlynoah's PFP, okay? Yeah, I hope every artist is going to avoid him. Yeah, exactly. If I was an artist, okay, I would not want to work with Noah, okay? If I was going to get thrown under the bus, dude, fucking no way. Speaking of artists, okay, I've been actually thinking about this for a while. I am planning to try and open up commissions. Yes, I know I do draw. I feel like if I wanted to keep a consistent basis in terms of quality, I do plan on doing it so it's only pixel art commissions, only tiny little things, probably like £5 a piece, right? £5, 5 British pounds, right? Which will probably be about like $7 US, I think is what that comes to. I'm trying to get stuff sorted on VGen, but it's being a pain in the ass. I just want a site where I can do this and not get doxxed, okay? So I might try and speak to some people who know how to use Ko-Fi. But yeah, I'm trying to get that done. And I'm okay at doing little pixel art things. I'm not too confident in my more traditional digital art, is why I wouldn't do commissions for that. But yeah, guys, I'm looking forward to trying to do that, okay? Noah privated his Twitter. Wait, really? It was privated this whole time? That's awesome. Hold on. Just now. Hold on. Let's see. What a great break he took, okay? What a great break he took. I didn't even know it was privated, to be honest with you. Interesting. Okay. Interesting stuff, interesting stuff. Okay, thank you. Rattling the bars of my cage, I want one. Yeah, yeah. By the way, gonna weep out, the footage of foxes hanging out in the shrine is possibly one of the most Inari, is probably one of the Inari shrines. Inari is the Japanese goddess that works with kitsune slash fox spirits. That's awesome. That's awesome. It's been for a while. Okay, okay. Let Let me pull this back
So
up.
what do you think I should do?
It's Callisto's turn to talk. I'm sorry, I asked Callisto, alright?
He has the talking stick.
Sorry, we've asked this a few times.
Okay, yeah, but the rage is fair.
Callisto was pretty emotional too. I just want to, understandably so.
No, I guess let me rein in a little bit. Okay, so obviously you doing this is supremely fucked up on almost every level. And listen, I'm not a big time YouTuber. I'm not like some, I don't have a community or anything. But as far as I understand, this violates almost every like unspoken or even spoken rule of like YouTuber etiquette to the nth degree. All right. So as far as I'm concerned, there needs to be
should I show you guys that actually?
Like you just need to come out with what you've done.
Hold on.
And not only to...
I should show you guys the traditional art that I did. I don't think I've actually posted this. I entirely forgot to. I'll press play, but,
So that Marionette doesn't suffer anything more. But that also, like, people understand how, like, my video came under a copyright strike. Because I feel like I've been, like, majorly fucked over here. And I was doing my absolute damnedest to resolve all of this with an immense amount of charitability. Because understand, when you took my correction and then tweeted out that I was doubling down, that was a major violation. That already was supremely fucked up. So I said, you know what, I'm not going to talk to this guy. Kino can talk to this guy, whatever. And then when the thing, I said, oh shit, okay, let me try to just resolve this thumbnail and we can be on our way. But unfortunately, that's just not the way it's going to play out anymore.
This is the drawing I did recently. It's kind of done. Oh shit, I was meant to remove one of the layers. It's almost done. There was like a cool art trend I saw and I haven't been drawing in a while, so I thought I'd try and replicate it a little bit. But yeah. Guys, I sometimes draw, okay? It's not actually it's not incredible. I think I accidentally removed one of the shading layers. Shit. But yeah, it's almost done. It's almost done. But yeah, this is some of my artwork, Smiles.
There's a fun fact on that. Kino and I spent a non-insignificant amount of time of our days yesterday trying to convince Callisto that you were worth engaging with. So that's, time well spent, clearly.
Yeah.
I've had like fucking drama YouTubers reach out and be like, do this, do that. And I said, no, I'm not going to. There's no need for that. That's what I said, by the way.
Right.
And now I'm just like, bro, I'm so stunned. Like, I don't even know. Like, this is crazy. Like no offense, bro.
We're kind of looping
content,
here.
You're making
I'll
response
speed up
videos,
a
that's
bit.
all cool. I've made response videos before, but if you're going about it this way, like you really need to reconsider what you're doing. I have to agree with John. This is so bad. Like you really.
This is honestly what I've really. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Callisto. Were you gonna say something else?
No, because I don't know what else to say. I mean, this is absolutely nuts.
Are you trying to replicate the creepy shadow glowing eyes trend related to the movie Obsession? No, it's a cool reference drawing of a guy walking down a set of stairs, but only the bottom half of his body is like visible. The rest is completely black. Very cool stuff. Very cool.
Like this is absolutely nuts.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about in today's stream. Like, I just want to go back to making autism content and like videos about movies and stuff. Okay.
Sorry, it's every time he says it, guys. I want to go back to making autism content. Okay, fuck me.
Well, I'm sure you do now.
Yeah, that's it.
No, I already was. Sorry. I've been thinking about that for a while, honestly.
Okay.
I'm sorry. So you were caught plagiarizing, right? Other people's response videos. You've been calling other people griftly bears and all this sort of stuff. You were caught for it. That, in my opinion, that would have been the time to reconsider. And say, hey, do I want to do this? Because I'll grant you, dude, it's tough. Like, I've made regular reviews. It's not as difficult. But doing this whole response thing, it takes a lot more work and a lot more scripting and all of this. But, I mean, man, if you don't want to put in the work, or now you're going to try to take my video down, and then, like, I'm going to be honest, the Django Unchained stuff over Sweet Baby, it is the most basic thing. I mean, you don't even have to be a YouTuber. You don't even have to be somebody who, like, super breaks down media. Any reasonable person within 2 seconds of seeing those statements would understand how crazy it is. Yeah, I'm done right now.
Yeah, like the thing I was like, it's again, maybe it's unfair, right? But like, you can understand how it's incredibly, how remarkably fucking convenient it appears that you expect all of us who you've been, let's say, flexible with the truth with every person in the school, and Deus maybe doesn't give a fuck about what content you make, right? What you like, in terms of that, like what content you want to make. But it's extremely fucking convenient that now that you've had this massive fucking drama happen, you have this epiphany about what you're wanting to do, and then you want us to believe that you've been thinking it for a while. Well, you think
True. I don't believe him for a fucking second, dude. I don't think he was trying to do that for a second, okay? Now, of course, he wants to go ahead and go back to his normal content, okay? Because he's getting heat. He just wants to ignore everything about the situation, okay? But he is having people around him who will actually take him to task, which I think is very good, okay?
That you decided to fucking instruct Deus to take down Callisto's video. Is that what you have?
I was. I look like if you look at my channel, I've been like focusing more. Like I still have the response videos, sure, but I've also been working on like.
That's
at least
great,
for me,
mate.
I've been working.
That's fucking fantastic. You know what it looks like you've been focusing on to me, trying to get people's videos taken down, irrespective of what you've been doing that's ancillary to this. The reality is that's what you've done, right? And like, it makes it kind of difficult to believe that maybe partially you were concerned about that, but the reality is I think you just wanted to get a quick W and quash a video that is negative about you, because you had a very bad experience with people making negative content about you prior. But the reality is, if you just fucking left Calesto and Deus the fuck alone, yeah, but you didn't. So that's the end of that. So now we're going to talk about this.
The video has like 10k views, man. That's it. And you did this.
And realistically, it was probably going to get more because, you know, a bigger channel picked it up. But this is all, like, this is worth remembering. This is all prior to a bigger channel picking it up. So unfortunately for you, they got it within the time frame. Right? So, like, yeah. And, you know, again, the whole, if I woulda, coulda, shoulda, again, you didn't. So that's it, right? There's no point talking about that.
So I can expect more people
I
to
did hear about that, Joshua. We're going to be covering that next.
come after me until this has been cleared up. Great.
Yeah, probably.
No, I'm going to go after your biggest
Yeah, Kino
detractors.
knows them a little bit.
Oh my god,
I'm
look
going
at
to your
that
biggest
box.
to go on, like, talk to your biggest detractors and tell them to explicitly to stop. Don't harass you. Like you are a victim in this. I'm going to make that clear. I'm going to reach out to other people to tell them to make that clear.
Might be, Kino, maybe we're telling a Dark Hour to, if you can let the, you know.
Yeah, I'll talk to you.
Yeah, you should do probably like EFAP was pretty big, so.
I don't know
yes,
any of these names. I'm sorry, I don't know any
That's
of
fine.
That's fine.
No, you're good. The TLDR is Kino, and like I think to a lesser extent now Calesto have like a little bit of an in with the people who are primary.
Check DMs. What if you send me nightmares? Wait, what's this? What is this? We'll look at this in a second. The call's almost done. Thanks for sending this in, Nightmares. Hold on.
Aware of like, you know, the lie. And for what it's worth, I don't know if you saw that segment of the stream, Kino, but like they were skeptical that, you know, it was just this person acting on their own initiative anyway. So I think that should be fine.
Okay, but Deus, you don't have to do anything besides like give me a statement if you want to write it out so I can read off for them. Like anything you need me to read out, I'll do so. And Noah, like you don't have to come, but I think that's the first step of just rectifying the situation, just coming forward, saying what actually happened, and saying that Deus had nothing to do with this.
Like, to speak to a provincial sense of honor, even if you know that it's going to be a negative experience, and even if you know that like coming on this live stream is something you really don't want to do, and even if you have bad prior interactions with this person, do you not think there is like a duty there to like correct the record, to try to reach as many people as possible?
True, Noah, you do have a civic duty to come onto the Dickers TV stream, okay? I do agree with this take, actually. You do have a civic duty and a moral obligation to come onto the Dickers stream, okay? You absolutely do, okay? The Court of Commentary, okay? Slams hammer, okay? The judge has declared you must appear, okay? For your tribunal, okay? For your criminal case, okay? You do need to appear. Every single time that Noah is called out, he does need to make an appearance now. That is his court mandate, okay? I do agree with this take, okay? I do agree with this.
If Kino can very easily give you an opportunity to get this to more people more quickly, do you not think that no matter how pleasant, you have an obligation to do that?
I would say so, yes, but wouldn't doing a YouTube community post do that as well? That's the part.
No, it wouldn't.
No.
Wouldn't a community post do the same thing? You know, a bit of text that sometimes may appear in people's notifications, okay? Don't you think that'll do the same thing as me going on a live stream in front of probably about 200 people? Of the main people who have an interest in the topic outside of my own community. Yeah, that has the exact same effect, you guys. Guys, I'm not trying to run, okay? I'm taking accountability, okay? I'm not running, okay?
It will not. What spread more, Noah? What spread more? The clips of you admitting to plagiarism on Dicker's stream, or on your stream, or your community post? Like, I'm sorry, it's just no contest.
Yeah, like just to be clear about YouTube community posts, right? Like, so let's say you have 40. Yeah, well, so yeah, excellent point. That's a start, right? Second of all, you have 40k subs. You get, I don't know, let's say like 20k views per video. So that's 50% of your audience. That is 50% of your audience that's subscribed, that on average interacts with stuff that you make. That is the main reason they're fucking there. How many of them do you think are going to the community post tab?
Well, I would assume a lot.
Well, you'd be wrong. At least you'd be quantitatively wrong. So you'd be quantitatively right, but you'd be like contextually wrong, right? I'm sure maybe 1,000 people goes to check it out. That's like quantitatively a large number of people to read a thing, right? But like, it's not a lot of people. And again, this is totally glossing past the thing that I was talking about earlier, which is the idea of like containments and containment breaches, right? Like, the important thing isn't that your community knows you did this. The important thing is that the people who are currently
Okay.
What
the
blame,
fuck?
like, have Deus take the fall for this.
Okay.
Again, let's say that you make that community post. Okay, let's say 100% of your audience reads it, all right? But Dickers doesn't see it. People Zero doesn't see it.
The fuck was that? The fuck was that in my B-roll? Sorry. I was like, I didn't realize they were actually gonna fucking show that. Okay, whatever. Thanks, whatever. Show me the foxes, please. Can you just show me foxes, please? Can you? Thank you. Just show me foxes, please. Anyway, must have been the wind.
Every frame of pause doesn't nobody from them is going to see it, right? All of these people don't see it. All of these people at present have reason to believe that this was Deus acting of her own initiative, because you didn't even have the guts to fucking claim it yourself. So it's her name on it. You wanker. Sorry, I'm a little upset.
Okay, like Noah, like I DM Dickers. He said he's not going to be mean to you. He's not going to attack you or anything.
Okay, when would the stream be?
It's right now. It's right now. I already invited you to the server, so we can go in.
Okay.
And again, we're just going to set the record straight, clear Deus of any wrongdoing. You can say what happened, what you're going to do forward, and then that could be that. Then you can leave. All right.
Okay. I think can I get in on those?
I'm sorry, I'm really caught on that. Who thought on their trip to Japan they wanted to show the foxes breeding season? Nice one, thanks guys.
Thanks. I do not want to spend more time there than I have.
Melissa, you want to be in? You want to come too?
I mean, I think I should be as the chief.
Okay,
as one of the chief
I'll invite you to a server
parties
too.
involved.
I'll invite you to a server too. Hold on.
I'll be brief. I'm not gonna stick around. I probably won't stick around for the whole thing.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine. And again, like Dave, if there's anything.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Kino.
Dave, if there's anything you want to write out so I can read off on Dicker's show, so you can keep your anonymity, so you don't have to show up. I'm more than happy to do that. I want you to stop being harassed. I don't want you to receive any more unwanted attention that you haven't already.
Thank you. I'll DM you.
Okay, thank you. All right. Okay, Noah, we're gonna go into Dicker's stream. Like I already sent you and Callisto the server invite, so I'll just be right over there.
Cool.
All right, later.
Yep. See you.
Awesome.
Nice talking to you, Days. Have a hopefully rest of your day is going better than this. All right.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Okay, I think Deus was recording the call. Nice. So if Deus was recording the call, they're in communication with Toastify, right? Which means there may be a thing of getting access to Otterlynoah's full DM logs. Maybe? Is this the ball game? Is this what's happening? Nightmares, okay? Wink at me, okay? If this is the case. Give me a virtual wink, okay? I can tell, okay? I can tell. We've got a bit of a telepathic connection going on, okay? Very interested to see the edited DMs that Noah was making in part 2. Interesting. Okay. Awesome, cool. I was glad I was able to hear the whole thing. Noah is an absolute fucking weasel, okay? Next thing we're gonna be listening to, okay? Let's see. Oh god. What is this? So, Nightmares sent me some stuff. Let's have a look, shall we? Wrong tab, okay. Oh, the camera's on. Camera's been on the whole time. Huh. Anyway. So apparently, I've been told that this is apparently Noah making very semi-homophobic chud remarks, okay? Our left-leaning Giga Chud, okay? Otterlynoah. We'll have to see how his values stand, okay? Let's see. Sorry, I missed what you asked. It's okay. So, from my understanding, right, the reason why we got this call is because Deus recorded it, right? So, keeping in mind the fact that Deus was deleting a bunch of DMs on their side of the conversation with Noah, are we going to be seeing the full... Are we going to see what Noah had been editing in part 2? That's something I'd be very interested in seeing. But let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a look. Me and... what the fuck? Me and @BloodWench showed you the exact thing of him criticizing Viz for recasting Wendy Lee, a white voice actress and the original VA for the character, with a newer VA, since Viz blatantly mishandled it. He defended Wendy Lee for being recast by Viz, getting no notice, but also criticized some of her actions after she was given her role back. Most notably, her going into a comment section on Twitter and attacking people who were supporting Anaris, the newer VA. You and your boyfriend Callisto got cooked here, Kino, and that's why you completely crashed out when we showed you the examples, and are still crashing out on Twitter. Interesting. Yes, we are getting that. Okay, thank you. These tweets were these were made days before Callisto's videos, DMCA. Interesting. Would you look at that? It's Doxaflex. I know, right? What a shock he's defending Rev, says Desu. What? Did he defend Rev? Really? I don't believe that. AKA Kino 2 Lamau. Oh, sorry. Along with his boyfriend Callisto, aka Kino 2 Lamau. In order for a double standard to exist, he would have to have blatantly... Okay. Interesting. Funny enough, the guy who made the video originally tried to lie about ProZD. Callisto also whined about April O'Neil being black now as well. Shocker, people like this always out themselves as TMT journalists. Since April was arguably a woman of color in the original comics. What's this? Hey morale, hope you know you're out here promoting a video of a guy pushing lies about a VA that was propagated out of spite by a certain lolly twink VTuber. Also, the video was a fucking dog shit on top of being an incoherent mess. Interesting. He did not defend Rev, so he's just lying. Along with being kind of homophobic, okay? What would be an issue if he's his boyfriend, okay? What would be his issue? Do you have an issue with gay people, Noah? Interesting. Do you hate gay people, Noah? I don't know. Seeing as we're lying now, okay? I might as well snark on it, right? Is that what's happening? Interesting, Noah. Interesting. And also lying, saying that someone's sweeping for a lolicon. That's incredibly interesting as well. What would make you say this? That's fucking weird. Why would you say that? Okay. Interesting stuff. Thank you for sending that in. Nightmares, okay. We have another call to listen to tonight. I don't know how far we're going to get into it, but we're going to get it pulled up.
Everyone, before we get into this...
Okay, so this is a League Discord VC. Now, apparently, this is where they basically say that they're going to sue Anthony Gramiglia for existing, apparently. So I'm looking forward to this. Let me get everything set up, okay? Hold on. Dun 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 dun. There we go. All set up. Also, Kino didn't dox, by the way. Yeah, so he's just making up a bunch of shit. Where did he get that idea from? Interesting. Why would he do... What? So he was beefing with these guys all prior to the drama, from what you're saying here. And then suspiciously, after having an interesting amount of beef with this guy, he then decides to go ahead and copyright strike him. Interesting. There was no malice from him in the slightest, okay? The racism excuse was that. It was just an excuse, okay? The content was a racist. He clearly doesn't like this guy and is completely fine to slander him any way he sees fit. Nice one, Noah. Nice one. Now let's hope my B-roll is... Oh, he's dead. Anyway, let me press play. I can tell you in DMs, but it can't be public. Sure. I will not leak. I am an anti-leaker, okay? On that note, let's look at this leaked call.
This call, I just want to say this. I'm editing out all the stuff that's irrelevant to Otterlynoah's call or just really long autistic pauses. So those are the things that are just being edited out. Mainly, I'm just focusing on Otterlynoah and his drama and what Otterlynoah is saying in this call. So this is just a very heavily edited down version of the full call. If you want to see the full call, I would recommend things like Beckett of Cope and C's stream on this or Wenda Ho's stream where they go over the entirety of the call. Everything in this call is public, so there's ways to access this. This is just an edited down version, simply focusing on Otterlynoah and maybe a few funny moments in this call that are going to be added in here just because they're just ridiculously funny. Okay. Otherwise, enjoy.
Thank you.
Apparently, Jen was going to use the fucking TV reviews debunk stream for something, and I don't know what, and it kind of concerns me.
I didn't hear about that.
Oh yeah, apparently he wanted to use the TV reviews debunk for stream for something, like specifically with the stream where you debate or / discuss with me.
Yeah.
That's and it's gonna kind of kind of concerning. I don't know if he's going to use it or not, but it's something I'm pretty concerned about.
Yeah, well, I mean, Josh already was shown, like, literally right there in Anthony's stream, in the stream with, you know, like, the one with him and me, and I know Josh is concerned about that, because Anthony's community has been coming after me and harassing me, so...
Of fucking course.
Really?
It's just, look, I'm gonna support you, Noah, so and stuff, because, like, I do consider you a friend and everything.
Slur. Yeah, it's just dumb.
That and also the discreditation of K-Hawk, because I watched some of K-Hawk's stuff, and it's like, I go to K-Hawk's stream. Oh my god, bruh, being
Was it the
friends with
same thing?
Beckett stuff. I just like, once
Okay,
you-
that's funny, Nightmares. Thanks for telling me that. Interesting. Oh my god, what a rat.
Since she's associated with Beckett or whatever, it's just.
Well, all those
all
those commentary channels are linked together some way or another, so I'm not too surprised. But yeah, like they all kind of have connections.
Yeah, I was like crossing my fingers. Surely K-Hawk will be fair to know, because she's talked to you in the past. I'm like, surely no, didn't. Yeah, that's the thing. He didn't show any proof.
Like that's the stupidest part about it. Like, just made the claim.
Yeah, and the times he did, it was stupid and dubious at best.
Yeah, like if you're gonna make that claim, then show it. Holy fuck.
Yeah. Show
K-Hawk was gullible right there.
Who harassed?
Exactly.
I will say this. I do believe that. So, if I recall correctly, Noah, you did, like, at the very least show some people about, like,
I shared
Scrooge
Baxter
showing-
and Bobby specifically. I had them go ahead and correct on misinformation he was spreading, and they did so politely.
I think,
but that's not
unfortunately-
harassment.
No, I know, but I'm saying that unfortunately it seems like that they could spin it as that, because I know for a fact you don't, like, you're not that kind of person. You don't do that. But it's like, at the same time, I feel like people will take, like, sharing screenshots of private conversations as just, like, trying to instigate something. I've seen it happen before. And I feel like people can possibly do that. Because, like, for example, just people have been apparently screenshotting our server. I feel uncomfortable as fuck that I'm in those screenshots.
Yep.
Oh no!
And then it's just like,
no, not a public server that's screenshotting. Oh no!
So it's like, I get that, we don't like Scrooge or anything, but, like, let's see it from his perspective, right? Maybe he wasn't comfortable with his DMs being shown. I'm not defending him. I'm just, like I say, it's not an excuse, it's an explanation.
Yeah. I would personally say, like, I don't think you should have given him permission to share the DMs, Camelot, just because of the position everyone is in right now. But, what's done is done. I think it's probably
that's Camelot. Interesting.
Better just not to do that, because he might try to spin it some way. I don't know how he could.
He might.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I'd be careful about
I wonder who screenshot this server. It could be anyone.
Also kind of
I'm focusing on just, like, trying to keep the peace. I'm like, this
well,
is...
I know Scrooge definitely has it out for you right now. That much is obvious.
This
So
is tactically a sound idea. May not be the best
that,
strategically.
yeah. If anything, it would be better to try to talk to him about just leaving me alone, basically, at that point.
Scrooge.
Yeah.
You're talking about Scrooge? You're talking about scary individual Scrooge? Interesting. You want Scrooge to stop harassing you via doing diss tracks. Okay.
I mean,
kind of,
even as an X-Mod, it does seem pretty sus that he's to attack his original pre-associate.
Yes.
Something that is crossing my mind right now that keeps on, like, going out of my mind is, I think Scrooge thinks Noah started a harassment campaign against him because of some bad actors over on Blue Sky. I think I have seen
like that
Sonic
gun hog guy or whatever.
Yes, because apparently there's been a lot of no names harassing him. I think I've seen some of it because they've also decided to ping me.
Interesting.
I would.
So wait. You're saying so you're agreeing with this person, right? That you think that you guys did not actually send people to harass Scrooge, right? Because a bunch of no names on Twitter on Blue Sky were harassing them, right? But in the same situation, right, you were saying that Dickers is responsible for the fact that Deus got harassed. Really? Interesting.
I would advise you to just, like, tell him that then. Fuck it.
Fuck is that noise? What the hell is outside my house? What the fuck is that? That I don't think that picked up on the mic, but I've just heard like it sounded like a demon baby. Okay, that's what it sounded like. That sounded like a demonic creature outside my window. My ground floor open window, okay, out in the woods. That's by by my house. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Try to clear that, I guess, if you can,
It
because
might be Noah. No, he's not scratching his chin. Okay, we're good.
that's something he definitely is trying to spin from what I'm seeing. I don't know if he actually thinks that or not, but it would be at least, I think, worth trying to clear the air with one. So if you like since you're in his DMs, you should probably reach out, just get that clear.
I've kind of did already.
Also, guys, we've been streaming for 2 hours, okay? Shameless shill, okay? Guys, if you've been liking the content, make sure to like and subscribe, okay? Make sure to hit that little bell, okay? To be notified when I stream next, okay? If you feel like it, you can always donate, okay? There is no pressure to donate, okay? We are not dark side Phil in this chat, okay? But if you would like to, it helps out a lot. It goes towards the PC fund and also gives you guys some lovely marshmallows when we reach the goal. We are 2 away from reaching that goal. If you would like a membership today, you get access to some lovely little emotes, okay? I believe the memberships are only about £2 if I remember correctly. But yes, chat. Is it elk? Not in the UK, especially not here. This is like on a housing estate. Absolutely not. Sounding demonic. It's probably a fox, but I think it's Noah personally. But yes, chat. Let's continue.
Ready?
You kind of what?
I want to send you the post I made on Blue Sky. I want to send you both the post I made on Blue Sky.
Okay, yeah. Are you sending that in
I'm sending that in DMs.
Okay.
Why would I close my window, Gray? I want a friend. I want a co-host to stream with, okay? If they climb through the window, okay? I've got a screwdriver on the desk. Yeah, that'll work.
The first one, just being like, hey, giving like people outside of the context an update on the true situation. And here's the second one where I'm like, do not harass others.
I think he's gonna try to. Yeah, I'm worried he might try to spin that like. I'm worried he might try to spin that as like me encouraging people to harass him.
Yeah, and that already kind of gives the same kind of vibes whenever a YouTuber tells their fandom not to harass said person.
What?
Yeah, exactly. That's also why like in my community post, I just edited it just to say don't harass anyone criticizing me because I'm already getting that.
So that was the edit. That was the edit. Okay, I thought it was edited. So he didn't have that originally. Interesting.
Don't make that. If I make the blatant statement like "don't harass anyone criticizing me," then that already puts me above other people. Because apparently with Anthony's stream,
wait, so he didn't actually care? Wait. So the only reason why he put that is for optics. Interesting. He only put it for optics, guys. Very caring Noah, okay? He only went ahead and changed his community message, okay? To not harass people for optics. To make himself seem better than other people, okay? Even though everyone in commentary basically has a no harass policy, okay? Are you gonna open any Pokemon cards you paid scalpers for? I wish I had Pokemon cards. I got some from like a retro store recently. I didn't get anything good. Dude, they had like on display like behind like the desks and everything and behind like reinforced glass like a bunch of Pokemon cards like £50 some of them, and I was like, holy shit, man. I was really annoyed because I was literally just looking for a Chandelure or like a Litwick Pokemon card because I really like that Pokemon because it reminds me of my little character that I have with my one called Falat. I wanted to get like a Falat of that if that existed, but I couldn't see any in the store. So I just got a few packs. Didn't get anything good though. Very sad.
Supposedly, from what I heard anyway, I didn't watch the whole thing.
I also bought Court of Owls, the compact comic with the entire issue in it. Very cool book. I recommend.
Handle it. But it took him like 40 through the stream to actually say don't harass Noah, which
I didn't even hear that part.
I mean, if you don't want anyone to harass Noah, then why are you talking about Noah and
he
asking?
Still is. It's so stupid.
Wait, what? These guys are fucking retarded. What do you mean? Oh, if you don't want anyone to harass Noah, don't talk about him. Guys, we need to sweep for this fucking guy. Holy shit. Guys, what do you mean? He's a drama topic. People are going to talk about him. He's a public figure. People have a right to talk about him. Noah has made videos criticizing other people. Sure, some of them were plagiarized, but he's still done it. If Noah, does Noah want those people harassed? No, I wouldn't say that in the slightest. So it's completely fine for other people to talk about Noah. These guys are moronic. Oh my god.
Stupid.
Oh my god.
Lord,
He posted about me again today.
Why are you making fun of him? That their favorite drifters are being debunked.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I know somebody in general chat suggested a rebrand. Honestly, I don't think that's a bad idea at this point.
Wait, what the heck? What do you mean? What rebrand?
Well, I would just change my name and like kind of show that I'm going to be doing different content going forward. Basically, I've gone through rebrands. I know what that's like.
True, but you also gotta be. But you gotta be very careful when you do that.
Yeah, Cyan Rolls did that. He's seen my post on Blue Sky as well. He's one of the ones who liked it. I've actually done a rebrand in the past.
So that's a 3-4-3.
Although it wasn't because of any trauma, it was just because I did like my previous brand, and so I changed it.
Yeah, I've considered like changing it to like something like nerd diversity. I've been thinking of because that
nerd diversity, shadversity. Interesting.
hones in on the neurodivergency thing.
Sorry, it just reminds me of shad
I think
diversity.
my first thought is comparison to Nerdrotic.
Yeah, no, but I think it would be kind of like, it's like a neurodivergent positive. I've been thinking like nerd diversity, nerd divergence, something like that, to hone in on that specifically.
Okay.
Hold on,
Maybe try making a brand based off the other sci-fis you like.
Like something, yeah. I definitely have to distance myself from like the Tron Otter image because that's what everyone's thinking of right now. I know that much.
Yeah. I would suggest Star Wars, but the only person I can think of.
So he's lying again. He's lying again, by the way. He said, do you guys see that in his pinned message, by the way? He was saying it for his response video. He was saying the reason why he wanted to change his name, right? Or his change his profile and the rebrand and stuff like that wasn't to get away from accountability. That's clearly what he wants to do in this call. That is clearly at the forefront of his mind.
It's like Darth Magus, and he's just one of the XJW debunkers.
How about?
You were gonna say something back there?
I was gonna say if you're gonna do it with Star Wars related, why not have Revan be? Why not include Revan?
Darth Revan is like my profile picture.
Yeah, Revan is awesome.
But a little fair warning. Sorry. It's gonna be hard to not see the cool Tron animation on a VC.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this though. I'm still kind of hurt that Kinoflex just betrayed the entire community.
I should not have tried.
Kinoflex betrayed him. Oh no, Kinoflex betrayed him. No, Kinoflex, he betrayed everyone. No, I can't believe he betrayed him. That's such a sad thing. Meanwhile, oh, yeah, I know, right? What a shock he's defending Revzed's death suit alongside his boyfriend Callisto, aka Kino 2, Lamau. Interesting. What's that, buddy? What's that? You accusing him of doxing as well? Oh, I wonder why he doesn't like you. I wonder why he doesn't like you, buddy. Maybe because you lied to him. Maybe because you're a lying little cunt, okay? Maybe that's why he doesn't like you. Chancellor Spurgs? True. So fucking true. What a rat, okay? What a little rat.
Trusted him.
Yeah, you shouldn't have.
Nope.
Never trust a guy with a skippy toilet avatar.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. One thing you could do is try and rebrand away from any other existing IP,
Yeah.
Like if you go from one sci-fi to another, it might be a bit too close.
A bit too close. Maybe try a media that's not just sci-fi.
Maybe fantasy.
A thought occurred to me.
Yeah.
Treasure Planet or
It's an idea, but since you also hunt grifters, you could probably do like a whole detective kind of brand.
I've considered that as well.
Yeah, but I'm thinking maybe a black and white auto wearing a fedora, being like.
This is actually such a licking of wounds call, dude. This is kind of fucking depressing.
No.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Better,
That actually sounds pretty good.
I don't know. I feel like people would bully for the fedora because people are mean.
Yeah, I don't know if I want like the nice guy kind of meme image. I don't want that.
We do not.
Not to mention, no. You want like an auto a dick. You're holding.
Can I have that? Can I have like a Otterlynoah like soy jack kind of thing? Can I have that like a nice guy thing for a Noah? Like I want an edit of Noah, okay? I want an edit of like Noah's beautiful face, okay? You don't want to make the nice guy angry, okay? You don't want to make the nice guy angry. Yeah, don't mess with a nice guy. You don't want to deal with him, okay? He'll want to mess with a nice guy. Rawr. Said Noah. Fuck me, man.
I think I like Baxter's idea of the Darth Revan thing. That's not a bad idea.
It's not bad.
I would want to align my brand more with like neurodivergency specifically.
Like someone else said, maybe like a detective otter or something.
Yeah, detective otter would be better.
I would have to commission that.
Though, in my opinion, I would say I'm not against the Revan thing, but I would say kind of avoid that because in my book,
you have to be black and white, and then instead of like the gun, maybe just have like a spyglass.
Yeah, and you said you said in your sci-fi stream that you haven't played Mouse PI Fire yet, but like that would be a really good like a brand for when you are able to like stream the game on Twitch.
Yeah, I mean, I will be on live on Twitch for the Autism Acceptance Raid Train that I'm a part of on the 25th. That was already scheduled before all.
Shut up, Smackle.
That's good. You know, like.
I like the second angle because it's like there are so many anthropomorphic, animal detectives that you kind of doing that just kind of fits.
And also,
there's a lot of like mouse related 1930s sort of cartoons. So an a black and white Otter would be pretty original.
Do you think he was a great job with Mouse PI Fire? That game came out. It's
Yeah, I mean, I just think I should distance myself from the whole Otter thing and anything else because they're gonna automatically just associate that with like previous content and stuff like that.
That's just like me as well. I changed myself to be more who I am. Another one I would also say.
Yes, a seal, a clapping little seal. Okay, you could do that. Okay, he couldn't do a gorilla. Gorilla Grodd's already taken in commentary. I'm sorry to say.
Maybe a cat. No.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. What is it? What else is your favorite animal?
I like fennec foxes a lot. I think they're pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that.
I didn't plan this. By the way. I didn't plan this. You guys seen I've been clicking autoplay on this. Okay. What awful timing for him to mention fennec foxes.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, that would be terrible. I would have to again get like a commission though from somebody for that. So.
What do you think of ferrets?
I would have to get a commission from somebody. Wait, he pays artists? Holy shit. I can't believe it. I genuinely cannot make heads or tails whatever the fuck they're talking about. Don't worry about it, Carly, okay? I get it. It's why I've not really been commenting on little parts of this, okay? I'll make sure to bring your attention to the important stuff as the commentator, okay? As I guide you on this little autistic journey, okay?
Ferrets are cool. I like ferrets.
Ferret.
What about animals like beagles?
Beagles are cool.
Anybody ever had a Jack Russell Terrier?
Oh, I do like kangaroos actually and wallabies a lot. Those are my favorite animals.
Yeah.
When I think of wallabies, the first thing that comes to my mind is Rocko's Modern Life. Don't ask why.
That milk.
What are you talking about? You said Rocko's Modern Life.
Yeah, it's a TV show.
No. Yeah.
He's gonna go anything akin to Philip nerd or Persona games.
Philemon with like a
we're one
to skip through this a little bit.
Kind of like a general thing. I just made one that I'll send Camelot here. I just made like a Photoshop. Kind of like a general thing.
But then there comes the question: are you
These are just
mine.
Bunch of
like a
autism.
suggestion for yourself and
Pull from EFAP
and your community.
Well, I think most if I do that right now, I'm just gonna get the same pull from EFAP and all the brigaders right
exactly. Now. Oh god, yeah,
that's what I mean. Like I should at least wait until some heat dies down.
At least wait
after the autism acceptance rate train.
That's just me.
I was going to ask Noah. So I know you're going to do a rebrand. Is it just going to be a name rebrand, or is it going to be a content overhaul altogether?
I would say both. Yes, because clearly hunting griffly bears has caused way more problems than it's solved.
No offense, I'm going to say this.
Tell me about it. Tactical Templar venting for vengeance. Defended from all the emo Irish puns.
Not to mention,
Noah pissed off Templar so much that he unblocked Nick Andros and re-added him, which I think is hilarious. That you managed to fuck up so much that you make Templar unblock someone that he doesn't particularly like. I think that is amazing. Okay, I think that is absolutely kino. Okay.
I mean, not to mention,
ones always do well though. Like people seem to like those just because of all the comparisons I make in those videos, and it is funny to be fair.
It is, but then again, you start with
that's all great for you.
And also, okay, so the other ones about the streams too is like, so do you plan on getting rid of the anti-woke streams, like deleting them from the page?
I don't know about. I mean, probably. I don't know about deleting them, but at least like changing, thumbnails or something.
Yeah.
Probably
thumbnail without Endymion on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like what Scion said. It's because I'm not as energetic today. It's been a lot of nonsense going on lately, Scions. Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to be more right now. It's just a little bit more laid back and trying to
Yeah. So I
This
don't.
is a therapy session, okay? I'm just saying this now. This is an absolute therapy session. The cope session is a correct description, okay? It is literally just a licking your wounds call with a bunch of people who are just gonna suck you off. It's actually horrendous.
You want like a kind of a consensus, like just in like just like thoughts from the community here. Like, I don't like. I agree with what Sion said earlier in general chat. Running away is not the right move because that is clearly what they want. A lot of them are still coming after me and still getting things in deep.
No, we don't want you to go.
We don't want that.
No, don't go. Come back, okay? Come back. Just one more video, okay? One more video copied, and you're back in the house, okay, buddy? One more copy, and you're back, okay?
I know, but what would really give Clippers the win is if they want Noah to retaliate, but at the same time they want him to do nothing, so they could call him a coward.
I think.
By the way, it has a bad result.
I think what they want is just content, and for Noah to do stuff that feeds into the content.
No.
Yeah, so really, I think the only way.
No. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. No way. They don't want to do that, do they? No.
The only way of winning is just to disengage with them, honestly.
Exactly. The only winning. No, it's true. Exactly. That's the point.
No, don't run, Noah. Please come back, please.
Maybe do both autism rap Grizzly Bears and try something new.
And also, just as if I from what my parents and said, my friends now.
That could actually work. Because so you do have some podcasts and stuff, right? Maybe have like the podcast focus on autism related stuff.
Yeah, or maybe do like more on your podcast. Do more like the ranking videos. Like
I'm gonna have like more. I'll probably be doing more of that kind of stuff for sure.
I feel like
80s sci-fi and autism coded characters it seemed pretty fun.
Yeah,
it was fun. Yeah.
Might come back on.
Can I say some stuff, please?
God, this is horrific to try and listen to.
For what I said, for people.
Tier list for anime, like autism in anime or something.
TLG Captain, speak please. I am trying to speak and you interrupt me.
Let's not get upset at people here, Bobby. We're all in this together.
We're all in this together. Even though we didn't do anything, okay, it's all Noah's fault.
Yeah, Bobby,
Okay, so for what I say about the whole hunting Rifted Bears of the like, from what my parents and other people around my friends and all
No wonder no one wants to listen to this guy. His mic is shit.
Bobby, we need to calm down and wait for this to die down.
I just want to say this.
Like, how much time?
Can anyone understand what Bobby's saying? Come on, give Bobby the stage, please.
I suppose I give it because already still plenty of people are mad at me. For some good reason, but there's others that are bogus.
Mm-hmm.
Why would they be?
I mean, literally, this month has been the.
Why would they be angry at him?
A week or two, maybe a month at worst.
Yeah, I got to give it as much time as possible, just so people just stop.
Just take.
As we all know, the internet moves very fast, and people are just going to forget about drama. Like,
you just want to bury it. I just want to bury everything about this situation. I want to bury everything about this.
A week or two later.
Yes.
Do something else to instead of just making videos like we do all those participate in the watch party, do more dev work for Capcom, play a retro game, something to get out of your mind.
Wait, he works for Capcom? Wait, what? I'm sorry. Wait, Noah works for Capcom? What? The guy with no original opinions works for Capcom. I mean, respect for being able to work for Capcom, if I'm understanding this correctly. But dude, no fucking way. That's crazy. That's crazy. I really hope he doesn't have that work ethic. Like his actual job. I genuinely hope so.
Somebody calm me down. Somebody
like Anthony, continuing to bring me up, which is again
he doesn't work at Capcom. Okay,
ironic because he said he wasn't gonna ever bring me up again. The fact that he keeps doing it I think it makes him look worse. Honestly, first of all,
that's true.
It's true. Yes.
Oh, if I get it set up, should I do a Metal? I feel like my next gaming stream, I should do Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. I think I should do a full playthrough on that. I tried doing like a no-hit run on the highest difficulty. That took me fucking ages, dude. It's fucking horrendous. Actually horrendous to try and fucking do it. Yo, hello Kinoflex. Welcome in. Or should I say Doxaflex, if my name was Otterlynoah. Welcome in. Fuck me, man. Dude, absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy, this guy. Okay, this is a crazy cope session. Jesus Christ, man. Hope you're doing well. Jesus Christ.
That's true.
Well, I mean, if he's going to play retro games, I mean, since he is partnered with Capcom, maybe he could play Pac-Man on stream.
Yeah, that's what we'll be doing on the 25th
Yeah,
for the
that's
Autism
actually a
Awareness.
good idea. And, well, I mean, you could also.
I agree. Josh, hang on. Carmel. We can't talk over each other. Like what Josh was saying there in chat. We have to take turns.
Right.
Yeah, so like you talk, and then Bobby, where you want
People also call me Tiny Flex for some reason. Listen, okay. You gotta respect the short kings, okay? Gotta respect the short kings. Okay? Dude, it's evil. Evil.
to talk after him.
Yeah, I just want to say.
Oh, he's a Capcom creator? Oh, like affiliated, like a Capcom creator program? Gotcha. He's partnered with them. Okay. Can they not talk all at once, dude? They need like a Senate, like, Lio Convoy style, like, call etiquette, okay? That's what they need. I need to actually understand what the hell they're saying. But like, it just proves that he's lying about a lot of things in this. Like, he will say one thing in his replies and his pinned comment, like, guys, the rebrand, it's not me running away, but in this call, right, it's clearly to try and, they're trying to use language like, we're gonna wait for the drama to die down, okay? I don't want people to really associate me with my previous stuff, okay? They're trying to, like, obfuscate, deny, do all the fun stuff, okay? And try not to be associated with his old persona anymore, whilst also still using the same channel, which I think is really funny. He is just lying, okay? The only reason why he put the thing in the community note to state that he doesn't want people harassing the people going after him is because it would be good optics. That's the only reason why he edited it, okay? I want all of this to be fresh in your minds, okay? This guy is a little weasel.
First, Carmel goes first, then Bobby.
No, I apologize for not noticing you were talking, but one suggestion I had, since you also work with Capcom and you did Resident Evil 9.
Listen, okay. I'll put in a poll, okay? Do you guys want the subtitles or do you want the Q Foxes, okay? Foxes or subtitles. Subtitles. Foxes. There you go.
Maybe you could also do Twitch streams of the other Resident Evils and any other Capcom properties, and I will.
Okay, so
yeah, go ahead.
For all the stuff that for all the stuff I've been seeing online, people out there are really too sensitive to the point that they love to bring back past stuff. So it is not a good idea to go out online right now because people out there would be more or less like angry at you for nothing. So it's better time to just lay back, chill this stuff out, and just spend time with your actual friends instead of just strangers who are gonna are just way too sensitive with you instead.
Yeah.
Like what my friend said, people out there are way too sensitive.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny that the internet has made a lot of people more sensitive.
Yeah.
Because, like, you're literally hiding behind anonymity. Wouldn't anonymity...
Sensitivity, and the topic is accusing people of doxing, accusing people of being, like, sweeping for a lolicon, copying content, plagiarizing content, okay? Not crediting content, and falsely DMCA striking content. Sensitivity, we're talking about the person who makes autism in media reviews, okay? What are we talking about? We are talking about the guy who, even if it was false, right, tried to say that something was racist when it wasn't. Are we really talking about sensitivity here in this call of the gaggle of retards, okay? Fucking Christ, okay.
At least make you feel a little bit more, protected. But apparently
Frankly, I disagree with the idea that the internet's made people more sensitive. Frankly, I'd just say that it makes it look that way because the internet makes it easier to tell somebody that you think they suck.
Yeah,
Like back in the 1960s, if I saw a TV show that pissed me off or something like that, that would mean having to write a letter and having to get postage and everything to mail something to the actor to tell him, I think you're a piece of shit. Nowadays, I can just go onto his Twitter and say, you're a piece of shit, send, it's over.
Not to mention in those days.
Sorry,
maybe I'll explain. I'm sorry, but I'm talking over.
Remember to take turns, guys.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
Wait, what? Noah's a week ago posted a clip of him reacting to the Nintendo State of Play with Deus' art. Send that to my DMs, Abyssal. That's actually interesting. So they're continuing to use Deus' art? Interesting.
And in those days, if you sent a death threat through the mail, they would probably trace where the return address came from, or you probably had to go there directly to send it. Now today, you can easily say it anonymously, and good luck trying to. And especially in today's usage of VPNs and burner accounts, anyone could just make a death threat and then hide behind that.
Yeah, sure.
What are we talking about? Why are we talking about death threats?
That is an unfortunate fact. But yeah, I'd go as far as to say that people nowadays are no more easily offended than they were at any point in history. It just seems that way because it's a lot easier to be a dick and get away with it.
You know what the internet is? The internet is essentially it's like take something small and then the internet just puts it through a giant megaphone. Like that's what it is.
It's ironically true.
That's true.
Excuse me, can I say something?
Yeah, that's true. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think a good idea for what you do in the future
Well,
would be
look at a
honestly to try and
second. Hold on. This was a week ago.
I can't wait! Yeah, the Triforce.
He's still using it. Interesting.
I think it looks fine, Joe. This year! It comes out this year!
So he's still using the artwork for someone he harassed. Oh, sorry, who got harassed because of him. Nice one, buddy. Nice one. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna end the poll. Fox's win.
branch out away from commentary or like grifter type of content.
Yeah.
Because that kind of content just asks for others to criticize you. And I think also it'd be kind of I don't know, hypocritical if you like right after this you went back to criticizing others for their mistakes when you've made it a lot
that's why
recently.
yes, exactly. That's why if I do come back, which again I'm gonna have to give it a bit because I don't want people to continue to come after me consistently.
Interesting.
I'm gonna probably rebrand, first of all. I don't know
You're
if I'll do
gonna
that now or in the next few days, who knows. But then I'll come back and then I'll make a video on the Good Doctor versus Pitt in terms of autism representation and how one
See,
sees
he did mention that. He did mention making that video, but he entirely framed the reason why he was rebranding entirely different in that video.
the other doesn't. That's an idea I've
Right.
had for a while.
Then there's the other question. What do you plan to do with the Patreon? Do you plan to delete it, or is it going to still stay up there?
That's staying up, yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's like change good. Like change it's actually good.
Yeah, definitely.
Just like it's not that time to just change and make something a bit more different about that because. Well, for me, I used to have like an old sonar that was been washed down by haters out there who really have this weird tendency to just hate me for no reason. So I changed my sonar to be who I actually am, and look where I am now.
You're just offended I still shit. True. I double checked. He's still using the art as a PNG tuber. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Wait, is Noah entirely returned to Blue Sky? Interesting. Hold on. I'm curious. I'll look at something.
I want to say
I was
something.
like, can I? Like, I just woke up like 10 minutes ago, and I just missed like out like half an hour of talk.
Sorry, do you mind if I speak real quick?
All right.
Sure, go ahead.
All right, yeah, so, I'm 33 at this point, and it's just like, I feel like this journey called life, it's just like, I feel like I've changed a lot as a person. I went through a lot of adversity as well, and it's just like, I think that's why I'm giving Noah a lot of grace here, is because I know he's a lot more younger than I am. I know he has a lot more things, to learn and everything, and just, man, I don't think you're a bad dude. I think it's just like, people misconstruing stuff and then you making like genuine mistakes, in all honesty. Mistakes that you should be called out on, but like
Yes, 100%.
nothing like this goddamn lynch mob. Like, holy shit, this is probably the most toxic would it be fandom or community? Like, not this community.
Feels like it, yeah. Like, I mean, definitely that's after me right now. Yeah, it's all bad.
Like, I'm just sitting here, like, look, even if you don't like Noah, even if you're like, going after him stuff, just like, Jesus Christ, I have never
Didn't mean to
seen
click that.
people being this rabid before towards somebody.
I wonder
in my
why.
opinion, offenses that aren't even like, I mean, they're bad, but it's not like you're doing sexual assault or anything.
Bro, do you really think the outrage people have had to know is equated to sexual assault? That is entirely inaccurate. That is entirely not what has happened.
Yeah, like somebody even like, no, yeah, it's all good. Somebody even like posted on Blue Sky saying that like, yeah, like the people that Noah has criticized before are not as bad as like they're worse, far worse than the mistakes he made. Like Tectone being an abuser. Like,
Yeah.
all
And I'm
that
just
stuff.
sitting here like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, going back to the whole you get the word. My
Yeah.
hands are tied.
No, it's
just
all
like,
good.
I feel
That
like
word
it's
is hard to say.
combination-
Yeah, I just say omnities.
Yeah, you get it. I feel like it's a combination of both. We've gotten too comfortable and we've gotten too bold. Like, it's just one of those things where it's just like, there's this whole. I feel like personally, I am kind of the same person in real life as I am online, but being online allows you to be a lot more harsh and cruel than in real life.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I try my best to be the same person as I am in real life, but I understand sometimes what I say can be taken out of context. Like I mentioned earlier, like there was a whole situation where I was temporarily banned, and I did not expect Noah to give me a second chance, and I asked some second chances on other places, and yeah, they're not so forgiving.
One of the biggest issues I have with this whole thing is how Anthony is phrasing everything. Like I sent the entirety of my DM history to them in suggestions and questions, just so everyone can be on the same page. But
Yet he misconstrued it.
Yeah.
Excuse me, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead. Well, hang on. I
feel
just want
like-
to finish. I want to finish that thought for like.
Can we listen to that moment again? Yeah, I'll go back a bit.
But I understand sometimes what I say can be taken out of context. Like I mentioned earlier, like there was a whole situation where I was temporarily banned, and I mean, I did not expect Noah to give me a second chance, and I asked some second chances on other places, and yeah, they're not so forgiving.
One of the biggest issues I have with this whole thing is how Anthony is phrasing everything. Like I said, the entirety of my DM history to him in suggestions and questions, just so everyone can be on the same page. But
Yet, he misconstrued it.
Excuse me, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead. Well, hang on. I want to finish that thought for like. Thing is like they keep he keeps trying to act like like he was like annoyed at me in the DMs or whatever. But if you look at the DMs, he wasn't. He's just perfectly fine. He never like gave me any personal like vibes that he was annoyed or anything. And he also claimed in the stream that he like made this big claim or whatever that he was never gonna work on my scripts again. I'm like, I just never asked you to work on one again. What are you talking about? It's so stupid.
Wait, Anthony was working on his scripts? Wait, what?
And that's also why he's trying to ramp up like talking about me, because he knows that I'm speaking out against what he said in that stream, and he knows it makes him look bad.
Yeah, but what scripts did Anthony work on? Was it one of the ones that were actually plagiarism? Was that right? Is that right? Interesting. Do we actually have confirmation of what scripts that Anthony actually worked on? Because I don't like the idea of what he's throwing around here.
After Joe says something, I believe Arctic also has something to say, but Joe said something first, I believe.
Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
So it's about like you were saying the like language he's using. Like he said your DMs were leaked. Then he says that
his first apology. Wait, there was a first one. Did he have a video that he deleted? Huh?
You released them. So if you released them, they weren't leaked. They were released. Leaking just adds more negativity to it. Like someone had to go in and take this out. Like you were trying to hide this, and just words like that by using ones that like I guess technically true. But just
it is an intentional handling of getting the story out there. It's very intentional. I'm noticing.
Yeah, make it like use words that are correct, but can also be constrained to mean like worse things than.
Oh, he proofread his first apology. Okay, interesting. Do we have a copy of his first apology, or was that just the thing that he put on his community post?
Oh no, sorry.
Yeah, it's all
These
good.
words are correct but misleading.
Yes. Yeah. And it makes it worse in my opinion because he never talked to me at all during any of this. He just got mad at me because he saw some random post from like a Dicker stream on Twitter. Then just went scorched earth, I guess.
Just like how you didn't talk to what am I talking about that person for? Just like how you didn't get Deus to talk to Callisto. Just like that. How you went straight to a DMCA strike. Interesting double standards, buddy. Interesting.
Don't know if I copied. Boom.
Whoever was there you go.
Oh yeah, I have so yeah, what is happening? I don't know what's happening right now. I don't know if I've really kept up with
me neither.
Probably good you don't, honestly. It's just a mess.
Yeah. It's better if you don't know, okay? Otherwise you may stop sweeping for me. He proofread his first apology video. Again, do we have a copy of that? I would like that if we have it.
Well, we seem to be like venting criticisms.
Yeah, again, like this is also something I'm being careful about because there's a lot of misinformation going on around this situation, obviously, and that's made it even worse, which sucks.
Can I make another suggestion? Oh,
yeah,
no.
go ahead.
No,
I actually have something.
Yeah, I was kind of an idea you could do. You can do is like to combine both your autism rep and your ranking. Like you could do an oddcast on shows, comfort shows, and other hobbies that are really good. That really or any other interest that have a lot of autistic fans.
Yeah. Again, I still have to take some time off, rebrand, make sure I can get the heat off.
Yeah.
Running again. More running. DMs. Okay. Thank you. Is there an archive? Oh wait, there was an original one. Okay. Should I watch this now? I feel like we probably should, given the fact they're talking about Anthony and this is what he's accusing him for.
Hi everyone, this is Otterlynoah. If you have kept up with the ongoings of the channel recently, you're probably aware I was recently accused of plagiarizing in 3 separate videos. These videos were my video called Debunking Jester Bell's Abysmal Anti-Woke Take on 2025 Movies, my video—
Shit, I didn't mean to click on Anthony's channel.
Hi everyone, this is Otter. I was recently accused of a video called Debunking Jester Bell's Abysmal Anti-Woke Take on 2025 Movies, my video called Anti-Woke Religious Gamers Are Unintentionally Hilarious, and my video called Disney and OpenAI, The Unholy Marriage. These videos did not have their sources cited correctly.
Dude, these comments are just so much more different than like what we saw in the other video. It's rare to see a YouTuber take accountability. Wow, you're alright, dude. You're alright. Wow.
And the sources were as follows here. Vincent Parville's video for the Jester Bell video talking about her takes on 2025 movies, Shamu's Tectone video featured in the Anti-Woke Religious Gamers video and his clip edits of Tectone, and Neryl, whose footage of aliens and True Lies on 4K were used in my Disney and OpenAI video. I absolutely made a mistake, and I want to apologize, and I will cite every single video source properly in my videos going forward. Plagiarism is no small thing, whether it's done intentionally or even unintentionally, and it is—
Notice how much more joy he has in his voice when he does this apology, when he knows he has more secrets to hide. Look how joyous this man is, okay? Look at his joy.
Something I do take very seriously, so I want to take very specific measures to ensure something like this cannot possibly happen again in the future. I think there are a lot of changes that need to take place for how I make the Hunting Griffly Bears.
There was a point that he got rid of both apology videos. He enlisted and privated both of them, and he put them back up again after he got backlash. Ooh, he did that twice. I did hear something about that. Bro. Citation issue? Yeah, exactly.
Videos going forward so that this is something that can assuredly never happen again, and every single source in my videos is consistently cited properly. First off, it is very clear to me at this point I cannot be pressuring myself to put out a big video every week. It is clearly taking a toll on how accurately I can make media criticism videos in general, and ultimately is affecting my work-life balance even more. So going forward, first and foremost, I am not going to pressure myself to put out a new video weekly. I want my content, regardless of what the subject is, to be the best quality it can be, and that involves taking the proper time and care to make sure everything included in the video is truly cited and accounted for. Not driving myself to put out a video weekly, I think is going to help a lot with making sure I'm giving myself the time to ensure everything is properly stated and cited in every single video I make, and also give myself the proper self-care as well that I need.
It's not citation. He was entirely ripping parts out of people's videos. There's no citation there, okay? It was blatant copying.
If a video just so happens to come out in a week's time, that's great, but I'm not going to pressure myself to consistently put out a video every week. Secondly, while
he's trying to actually skinwalk, actually. I've just noticed this. He is trying to skinwalk the internet anarchist situation. He is actually trying to do that. He's not, again, this is kind of venturing on vibes based, I know. Okay, I know. Already a bad start for what I'm about to say, right? But, okay. It very much seems like he's trying to act like this isn't his fault, okay? Some research went amiss, and he didn't get the correct citations, okay? He didn't citate, okay? When in reality, you know, he's not got a team, okay? He doesn't have a team like Internet Anarchist has, okay? That's just my opinion, though. It's kind of like, it's a little bit skinwalking, okay? A little bit of skinwalking.
I haven't been using this method of video making for a while, I'm going to be returning to script-based videos instead of outline-based ones. When I started doing the Hunting Griffly Bears videos, I switched from a script-based format to an outline-based one, which in hindsight I think was a mistake. I want to go back to script-based videos so it is easier for me to visually compare wording and structure to other works out there. I truly think this is the best way I can ensure anything I say in a video doesn't sound too similar to something else that someone else might have already said. Once a script is completed for its first draft, I will also be running it through.
I can tell that Anthony read this or wrote this. From my understanding, right, wasn't the thing that Anthony didn't actually particularly know the full extent of the drama of what he was doing and felt lied to by Noah? Is that correct? That was my understanding of it. But again, I could be confused. So I would not be surprised if this is what Noah had told Anthony about the situation. Interesting.
Various plagiarism detection software that people have suggested I look at. The one that I have personally chosen to go with based on what I was suggested is PaperZowl, which is a free online text-based plagiarism detector. I'm hoping by using this website with my scripts going forward, nothing I say in any of my videos will even unintentionally be plagiarism, and if there is anything I need to cite in a video, this will tell me. Once a video is in its final draft form, as in everything has been scripted, recorded, and properly edited together, I'm gonna have at least one other person, someone who I trust to be academically knowledgeable, and someone who I know won't be biased towards—
Wait, what? Sorry, what was that?
My scripts going forward, is PaperZowl, which is a free online text-based plagiarism detector. I'm hoping by using this website with my scripts going forward, nothing I say in any of my videos will even unintentionally be plagiarism, and if there is anything—
That's not how that thing works, from my understanding. Paper Owls would not do— a site like this wouldn't work on a YouTube video. This would be checking against actual, like, created work. It wouldn't be for scripts, right? There's no way that this would work for YouTube videos.
I need to cite in a video, this will tell me. Once a video is in its final draft form, as in everything has been scripted, recorded, and properly edited together, I'm gonna have at least one other person, someone who I trust to be academically knowledgeable, and someone who I know won't be biased towards me as a person, review my video, and let me know if there's anything they think I should be changing or citing in the video itself. Someone who I very much trust to do this, who has actually offered to proofread my next video about autism, is none other than Anthony Gramuglia, who likely many of you know if you watch the channel. Anthony is someone I respect a lot in the content creator space, and also someone I do trust to be fair in a proofreading of a video and also unbiased towards me as a person, since he is a real critic. I also want to point out that during a live stream that I made the mistake.
Wait, Paper Owls provides a wait, hold on. Wait. Paper's Owl is a wait, hold on. Where is this being cited from? Let me find the actual thing. Hold on. Hold on. To check against other people's work is what he said, right? Shut up. Paper Owls doesn't do that. It may have that as a feature, but this is the other thing that it does, okay? Because I was curious, right? I thought like, oh, I wonder if he's plagiarized, right? I wonder if he's plagiarized. YouTube free essay samples and topic ideas. YouTube, the world's largest video sharing platform, has significant impact to the way people consume great content. Essays could delve into the inception in 2005 and exceptional growth, exploring the platform's And it's basically a thing here. Don't have time to work on your essay? We do. We will write an essay sample crafted to your needs. It does have a plagiarism checker, but I'm not gonna lie, chat. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be surprised if Noah would start using this tool for his videos. Because I did try and see if there was any videos he plagiarized for his recent video. I wonder what happens if you put his Star Wars transcript through an AI detection software. I might do that as we listen.
Mistake of creating in hopes for a civil discussion on the plagiarism allegations, I jumped to conclusions on many things in that stream instead of slowing down and really thinking of what I was saying in that moment. Sure. I'm not proud in the least of how that live stream went, and it was very clearly a big mistake on my part. That's something I also want to take responsibility on and improve from, since it's very clear throughout the entirety of that live stream that I was not in the right mental headspace to be discussing that whatsoever. All that being said, there is some misinformation separate from legitimate claims of plagiarism that do require some addressing. This doesn't in any way dismiss the actual legitimate claims of plagiarism, but currently is existing separate from all that. These examples of false claims that were brought up were A, claiming I should cite Kiwi Farms for a clip of Tactical Templar in my video unraveling Noxaku's lies about world history, which already makes no sense on its own, since Kiwi Farms is an aggregate site similar.
Wait, what? They didn't say about Kiwi Farms. It was about
This doesn't in any way dismiss. There is some misinformation separate from legitimate claims of plagiarism that do require some addressing. This doesn't in any way dismiss the actual legitimate claims of plagiarism, but currently is existing separate from all that. These examples of false claims that were brought up were A, claiming I should cite Kiwi Farms for a clip of Tactical Templar in my video unraveling Noxaku's lies about world history, which already makes no sense on its own, since Kiwi Farms is an aggregate site similar to Wikipedia. And the clip is of Tactical Templar, so I guess if anything, you could say citing Tactical Templar for using his clip there would be the correct move, although I did say this is a clip from Tactical Templar when showing it in that video. Right. Also, fun fact, I ended up learning about this while making this video, but Noxaku actually rated Tactical Templar, of all people, on Kick just the other day. He's definitely a very funny person, and especially when he goons to all the VTubers on Twitch without really trying to hide it at all from his audience like he did in this clip here. Shud Logic also commented on this on his stream, noting how ridiculous of a claim this was. Do I need to credit a clip of Templar gooning to a lolly girl?
You said you got it from Kiwi Farms. The question I'm trying to ask is, did you ultimately credit Kiwi Farms or no?
If it's just a clip of someone's content, I mean, it's a clip of someone's content. I mean, it's not Kiwi Farms content, really. You can say you found it there, but the content belongs to Templar.
And B, the other mention was claiming that I needed to cite a creator named Nick Andros for showing screenshots and a clip of Noxaku that he gathered, which in fact I did in that video. His watermark appears right on the screen when I'm talking about Noxaku's controversies. Shud Logic also called this out on his stream for making no sense.
What is this? Where's the
creator named Nick Andros for showing screenshots and a clip of Noxaku that he gathered, which in fact I did in that video. His watermark appears right on the screen when I'm talking about Noxaku.
Where's his watermark? Nick Andros News Network. Yeah, he's never used that for any of his social media.
Noxaku's controversies. Shud Logic also called this out on his stream for making no sense as a claim of plagiarism as well.
My problem with this is that you're not like the viewer, like the viewers, like, do they know who's being like where you're getting this information from?
They do, because again, look over.
It shows right here.
Wait,
No,
no,
we're not doing that.
Wait, Nicandros News Network. Wait a second. Does it not say it there? And what am I missing? I need to see for myself how soon after this.
Video he did. Which, funny enough, this is also a lie, and also very provably so. In fact, Nux has deliberately used other art from Shadman on his videos, such as this collaboration between Shadman and Belle Delphine.
Keemstar.
Bro. Nah, fuck off. This is absolutely ridiculous, bro. It's there within seconds.
Well, if you want to use something from, let's say, a Twitter thread, you can.
Bro, dude, he's got fucking railroaded here because Dickers. Dude, Dickers, that is actually despicable conduct. Dickers, that is actually grotesque conduct from Dickers there, right? Where he's about to defend himself correctly, and Dickers goes, no, we're not doing this, we're not doing this. Yeah, you're banged to rights. You're banged to rights and you're wrong.
Yeah, sure. So he did have it. He did have Nicandros News Network there. Yes, I do understand that, right? But that isn't his watermark, okay? That wasn't him. That wasn't his name, either. He doesn't use Nicandros News Network for anything. Nothing comes up when you search that on Twitter. What? That's not what Noah was told. He was ultimately told the site is for creators. To cite the creators he stole from. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I did that after he got rid of the watermark, if I remember correctly. I don't know.
And so you've got to fucking railroad this guy now. That's snaky as fuck, dude.
Obviously, as you can see here, not everyone involved in this was actually wanting to press for legitimate cases of plagiarism, and some were just there to simply seemingly make things up for drama in the midst of actual examples of improper citations. There also was a doxing attempt that happened towards me around this time, which was a disappointing response as well. In the future, I hope we can see more people choosing to push creators up.
The doxing attempt? You mean when you actually had your you actually had your name linked on your socials, right? That one? Is that right? Is that the one I'm remembering? Let me just grab the part from the Toaster Pie video whilst I let this play.
Giving them constructive advice on how to move forward and better themselves in the future, rather than resorting to behaviors such as that, or insulting them, or even just the opposite end of that, acting like nothing happened at all. Because the reality is, something did happen here. There were 3 examples of works not being properly cited in my videos, and those are mistakes I want to make sure can never happen again. I'm hoping adopting this method of video making going forward will help not only everything get properly cited, but also just ensure I can create better content for everyone in the future, myself included. Plagiarism was a major mistake that I made in 3 of the videos that I mentioned prior, and I want to take accountability for that, while also using it as a way to improve what I do in general. I want to be able to hold myself to the highest quality standard possible with my content going forward, and also ensuring every video is handled with this precise amount of care going forward will allow for that. Regardless, thank you to those who support what I do, and I hope to be able to take all of this as a learning experience and improve what I do here on YouTube so my videos can consistently be the best possible product to continue educating and entertaining all of you.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you for lying again. Let's pull this up. Let's pull this up real quick.
Not just because it's some random guy saying this with a name to blame on now. Not long after promoting a stream he was hopping onto, Otterlynoah was doxed on Twitter, aka they found his full name because he credited himself with his full name alongside Otterlynoah on YouTube. Surely you gotta do some OPSEC or something.
Dude.
Man, come on. Noah alongside Otterlynoah on YouTube. Surely you gotta do some
Trolls posting your name everywhere. Do not fucking credit yourself as real name Otterlynoah on YouTube. Dude, this guy's a fucking idiot, okay? This guy's a fucking idiot. Because he made the accusation that Shamu doxed him. What an absolute lie about something he doesn't retract in the second apology video. What a lying little weasel, okay? What a little rat. Jesus Christ, man. Let's go back to the rabbits and back to the call, okay? Dude, okay, that was good to actually say, okay? I wanted to see that first apology video. What an awful apology video it was.
Yeah.
But back to the autism, okay, chat?
Also, hang on, Arctic.
And guys, we are about to... Whoop, the time almost went, but guys, we are 2 away from the goal, okay? If we hit that, then we get lovely marshmallows, okay? Awesome stuff.
Wants to speak. Arctic, go ahead. I know Arctic was saying in a chat there that wanted to say something. Go ahead. Unless they're not. See.
Flag. Anyways, what annoys me about Ant is I saw he was going to go to like Trove, and that really put me on red alert because Trove is a manipulator, and I was trying to warn him that Trove is a manipulator, but the fact that he brushed off my advice saying
Tro is a manipulator. Tro is a manipulator. Mr. And no offense to Trog, right? But Mr. Rap Battles Trog is a manipulator. Are you really? Are you being for real? Interesting.
doesn't matter. It really pissed me off.
Like I said, he went down the deep end. And he's never coming back.
Yeah. Like him teaming up with Truge is a terrible look. Again, like apparently Truge like made claims that I harassed him or whatever and didn't provide any proof. Like the whole thing with like when that whole section of Anthony's stream, I know Jeff recorded it, which is good, but Anthony just says over and over, like, "Oh, it's hazy. Oh, it's hazy." It's like you're gonna be screaming about something like this. Like, get evidence. Like, he even said at the the start of the stream, like, we have concrete evidence. Like, no, you don't. That entire section is you not having concrete evidence. Like, what the fuck are you doing? It pisses me off so much. Like, gee, for somebody who was really getting on me in that stream for like not doing research or whatever, or not, taking my time, he shouldn't take his time with this. Wow, kettle me pot.
It's like Ant got mad at Noah. Like Ant got mad at Noah for going after Trogue, but when you
But I didn't even go after him. That's the dumbest part.
No, but you did promote the idea for people to go ahead and copyright strike him. Sorry, take him down for harassment, right? For a fucking rap diss, okay? A diss track? That's what you're calling harassment? Okay. Troog is a meanie. He made a diss track about me. Wow, Troog is unbelievably nice to these tossers. Yeah. Yeah. I don't understand. This is all about a diss track, by the way. It's all about a diss track. That's harassment, okay? Unless he was singing the lyrics and then going ahead and, like, including his docs and saying that he needed to be lynched, that's not harassment. Oh my god, I summoned Nabi with the bunnies.
Harassed Rude. Harassed Cherry.
He was not part of anything that he never listened to.
Exactly. Go ahead, Darwin C. I see you commented.
I just woke up like at 7:30 right now, and I don't know what's happening. But can I just relax? I need to relax.
Yeah, it's all yeah. No.
Oh my
Give me a
god,
moment to
dude.
think. Could we like?
Wet towel.
I was thinking about Jackbox all on my mind.
Jackbox community parties would be fun. It'd be nice to do something with the people that are still here, because a lot of people have left after this. Obviously, like I think we lost like 80 server members or something just because of Andy's stream. Like
Yeah.
I lost like 1,500 subscribers as well.
God.
Yeah,
and like it's. I mean, it isn't really probably a good idea to get back into retro gaming on Twitch, but at least try to do more like Twitch streams to attract more subscribers.
Yes, I think. I mean, doing Twitch for now, I think would be a good idea.
Is that Blaze the movie
because,
fan?
again,
Ivy, that's fucked up. Alex the Lion. Alex the Lion.
I'm already locked in the autism acceptance rage train. That already.
Yeah, and a lot of us were attracted to your retro gaming kind of aesthetic. How like the cool fishing game. Every time we're just waiting for you. We listen to a promo about the next Samurai Jack and Steins game.
Yeah, I wouldn't abandon Oddcast. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Because I was already going to have CTBN Gaming on, and then guess what Mig said in side chat? Ant did not address how Truce was homophobic at all. Like, again, I would, yeah, that's also why I would say be very careful with sending him DMs, Camelot, because I am more than positive he'll probably try to twist things to try to make himself look better here. So I personally don't think.
Interesting. Because Noah recognizes Ball, okay? He's already done that. He's already manipulated DMs to try and twist things into something that's not okay. He tried lying about the nature around the fact of Deus doing the copyright strike. He manipulated the DMs with Kino, okay? He's already done that by editing them. And then also editing the ones with Deus, which we'll hopefully be seeing in the part 2 of Toastify's video. I cannot wait to cover that.
You should have given him permission to do that. I would also say, if you could DM him and just show him that the harassment or whatever he's claiming was not coming from me, I would personally really appreciate that, Camelot. Are you able to do that? If
Can I
Camelot's
say
still
something real
there.
quick?
Oh my gosh, I've got to mute my mic. Sorry.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, are you able to do that?
Uh,
the less heat we have right now on us, the better.
Yeah, honestly.
Bro.
Can I say something real quick?
I should be able to.
Hang on, Austin. Let Camelot go first.
I should be able to. I just need to figure out how to.
Yeah, no, I would really appreciate that, definitely. Yeah, because that'll definitely help getting heat off at least one way. Let's see. Okay, so you wanted to say something, Austin?
See, here's some good advice for pretty much anybody who's willing to do collabs. Always background check the person you're collabing, because if you don't make sure the person you are is, a good person or a bad person, always check their background, because you never know what's going to happen.
That is true. Very
what insightful advice.
Yeah,
I do want to
to
also
this
say
day, my
regarding
favorite thing about that show is how they had an acronym for everything.
Okay, yeah,
I also do want to hang on. I do want to point out that Arctic said inside chat. It's like I told Ant to ask Cherry, who was a victim of Truge. I did actually get Cherry.
A victim of Truge. Victim of a diss track. The victim of a diss track. Ivy, you need to stop.
Talk to Ant. Funny enough, he kind of brushed her off though. show actually evidence of that here.
I did hear that Ant has somewhat of an ego, so maybe that's kind of why he's acting like this.
Yeah, it feels like it.
Yeah.
Okay, someone said they're going to DM me. What's happening? Just the context.
See if I can find the DM here. I know Cherry sent it to me.
Also, I have something I want to ask. Wait, so no. Is it true that
you
you're
can-
going to be discontinuing the hunting with Griffly Bear series?
At this point, that would be best because too many people are getting upset at it.
Honestly, there's actually something I kind of want to get off my chest regarding the hunting with Griffly Bear series.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, honestly, at the start, I thought it was a great series at the start. Like, you're just deconstructing, criticizing, like, issues with, like, anti-woke grifters and everything. But over time, I think over time, I've noticed that you've gotten a little bit more malicious and antagonistic.
That's kind of what I mean there.
Yeah.
And honestly, I mean, granted, they do suck and they do deserve criticism, but I'm not sure if I'm really liking this approach, this very mean, antagonistic approach to them.
Yeah, like it's no different from what people are doing to me right now, in the commentary space and stuff.
Really? Really? Interesting retort, dude. Caught him right in the feewees, okay? Caught him right in the feewees with
But hey,
that
just
one.
because the Hunting Griff Bear series is, slowing down, doesn't mean there's not going to be, criticism of anti-woke channels. I mean, we already have the Birdman's exposing the Griff series, so
yeah, which is good.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, I feel like
Like everyone's doing it right now.
It's just it's like overtaking the channel.
What do you
in a
want?
way.
Griffly Bear channels, and especially
And I
for
think
other
it's because of-
fandoms. Like I've
I
got to
think
say,
because-
so does Furby,
Yeah.
so you
I was
don't
gonna
need
say,
to.
I think it's
For slurs. Yeah, it's just dumb.
That and also the discreditation of K-Hawk, because I've watched some of K-Hawk's stuff and it's like I go to K-Hawk's stream. Oh my god.
The discreditation of K-Hawk? Lol?
Ah,
Okay.
Bruh, being
Was it the
friends with
same thing?
Beckett, I just like when she mentioned she's associated with Beckett or whatever, it's just
Well,
I
all
don't
those
know, kind of pissing me
all
off.
those commentary channels are linked together some way or another. So I'm not
True, they are. We are a cabal, okay? This is true. Okay, no bet, okay? We are all in a cabal. What, he changed his thing to? What did he change his snarking, grizzly bears? Hunting for grizzly bears, okay, thing to? Let me have a look. What's this? Deconstructing discourse. Nice. Nice one, buddy. Nice one. Okay. Okay.
not too surprised, but yeah, like they all kind of have connections.
Yeah, I was like crossing my fingers. Surely K-Hawk will be fair to know because she talked to you in the past. I'm like, surely, nope. Didn't that's the thing. He didn't show any.
Like that's the
proof or-
stupidest part about it. Like
And
he just made the claim.
Yeah, and the times he did, it was stupid and dubious at best.
Yeah, like if you're gonna make that claim, then show it. Holy fuck.
Yeah. Show
K-Hawk was gullible right there.
Who harassed?
Exactly.
Exactly. Can you show me how the Truge was a harasser? Can you show me that, please? Can I have proof that Truge was a harasser, please? Can I have that evidence as well? Yes, I'm aware that only the only thing Truge really has is testimony for the actual harassment on his end, but can you also show your side of it, please? If you have evidence that Truge is a harasser outside of a diss track, can you please show that as well, instead of just lying about it, please? Because unless the harassment is a diss track. And you notice that the One Piece video on the top? Yeah, I did notice that, yeah.
I will say this. I do believe that. So, if I recall correctly, Noah, you did like at the very least show some people about like.
I showed
Truge
Baxter
showing-
and Bobby specifically. I had them go ahead and correct on misinformation he was spreading, and they did so politely.
I think
So that's not
unfortunately-
harassment.
No, I know, but I'm saying that unfortunately it seems like that they could spin it as that because I know for a fact you don't like you're not that kind of person. You don't do that, but it's like at the same
Yeah.
time I feel like people will take like sharing screenshots of private conversations as just like trying to instigate something. I've seen it happen before. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like people can possibly do that. Because, like,
Oh,
for
yeah,
example,
that's
just
true.
people have been apparently screenshotting our server. I feel uncomfortable as fuck that I'm in those screenshots.
Oh no. No, public server. I swear we've heard this part before, what?
Yep.
So, and then it's
Yep.
just like, so it's like, I get that, we don't like Truge or anything, but like, let's see it from his perspective, right? Maybe he wasn't comfortable.
That's actually an unlisted video he tried hiding. Wait, really? Why? He's talking about One Piece. Why did he try hiding it?
with his DMs being shown. I'm not defending him. I'm just, like I say, it's not an excuse, it's an explanation.
Yeah. I would personally say, like, I don't think you should have given him permission to share the DMs Camelot just because of the position everyone is in right now. But what's done is done. I think it probably would have been better just not to do that because he might try to spin it some way. I don't know how he could.
He might.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I'd be
Yeah.
careful about that.
Also kind of for
I'm
Burkina Flex.
focusing on just like trying to keep the peace. I'm like,
Yeah.
this
Well, I
is
know Truge definitely has it out for me right now. That much is obvious. So
this
now,
is tactically a sound idea. May
no,
not
I
be the best
get that. Yeah.
strategically.
Yeah. If anything, it would be better to try to talk to him about just leaving me alone, basically, at that point.
Yeah, that.
Yeah,
And also
I mean,
kind of
even as an
disappointed.
X-Mod, it does seem pretty sus that he's to attack his original pre-associate.
Yes.
Something that is crossing my mind right now that keeps on like going out of my mind is I think Truge thinks Noah started a harassment campaign against him because of some bad actors over on Blue Sky. I think I have seen
Like
some
that
of it.
Sonic gun hog guy or whatever.
Yes, because apparently there's been a lot of no names harassing him. I think I've seen some of it because they've also decided to ping me. And
Yeah,
like,
I would advise you to just like tell him that then, to try to clear that, I guess, if you can, because that's something he definitely is trying to spin from what I'm seeing. I don't know if he actually.
You guys got someone to try and take down his channel. That's the harassment that you guys did to Truge. That is the undeniably proven harassment that you guys did to Truge. That's just what you guys ended up doing. That is the harassment that you did. I would call that harassment, yes. I would call a false DMCA strike, a false harassment claim. I would call that harassment, yes.
Actually thinks that or not, but it would be at least, I think, worth trying to clear the air with one. So if you like reach, since you're in his DMs, you should probably reach out, just get that clear.
Wait, why did he get this video taken down? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What is this video? It's about One Piece. Dude, I could not watch One Piece for the life of me. I only watch Peak, okay? I watch Bleach, okay? Peak show. Let's have a look. 41 minutes. Why did you try
Hey
to get it
everyone,
taken
this is
down?
Noah here. So yes, today we're talking about Ranting for Vengeance, who not too long ago I ended up looking at on his stream.
It is unlisted. Why is it unlisted? Why the hell is this unlisted for? Talking about Ranting for Vengeance? Why did he do that? Huh?
In regards to some of his takes on anime, more specifically One Piece, and also some of his takes on Cowboy Bebop as well. It was a pretty interesting time to say the least, and obviously there was a lot of blatant sexism and racism from Ranting as usual. Our favorite emo version of a Raggedy Ann doll never seems to let us down. I do want to make this video a bit different than other videos I've done on Ranting, however. I will obviously be pointing out where his criticisms of One Piece and Cowboy Bebop don't really make any sense and come off like he hasn't actually watched those shows at all. But at the end of this video, I'll be inserting in something new that I started doing in my videos overall called Noah Nods, where I shout out good creators and people that I think are bringing something positive to the platform. While obviously debunking bad faith criticisms is valuable, I do think it's also important to shout out good creators constantly as well. That's something I'm trying to do more in my videos. So I hope you enjoy what I have to say here. But with all that out of the way, let's get into Ranting for Vengeance's very funny takes.
Okay. We'll see if you guys are able to figure out what the hell the issue is. I'm not watching a 40-minute video talking about One Piece, okay? But thank you for sending that in. We'll get back to this.
You kind of what?
I want to send you the post I made on Blue Sky.
Oh, is it because remember when he said he was done with grifters? Is that why he did it? So far the video, One Piece video is from 2 weeks ago, but the background seems to be a PlayStation Tron game. Maybe that's why, because he's trying to go away from that branding. Maybe.
I want to send you the post I made on Blue Sky.
Okay, yeah. Are you sending that in
I'm sending that in DMs.
Okay.
Okay, so the theory why he unlisted it is because it is literally just a Griffly Bears video, even though he said he was going to stop doing that. Gotcha.
There's the first one, just being like, hey.
What an awful way to try and hide it, by the way, by putting in a public playlist, dude. Okay.
Giving like people outside of the context an update on the true situation. And here's the second one where I'm like, do not harass others.
I think he's going to try to, I'm worried he might try to spin that like, I'm worried he might try to spin that as like, me encouraging people to harass him.
Yeah, and that already kind of gives the same kind of vibes whenever a YouTuber tells their fandom not to harass said person.
Yeah, exactly. That's also why, like in my community post, I just edited it just to say don't harass anyone criticizing me.
I swear this is looped audio. Wait, what? Why am I hearing this again? Let me speed this up.
Because I'm already getting that. If I make the blatant statement like "don't harass anyone criticizing me," then that already puts me above other people.
Too nerdrotic.
Yeah, no, but I think that would
bit too close. Maybe try some
people in Ant's comments insulting my autism videos, or mostly the autism coding ones, which I'm like, okay, I feel like this is kind of outing themselves now.
Yeah,
like, it's like, oh, we love your content, Noah, and then once there's a whole bad frame on me with tons of misinformation. They're like, oh, we never liked Noah to begin with. Like, okay, well, thanks, guys.
Who cares, dude? They're just people making comments. Who actually cares? Why are you paying attention to that?
Yeah. Oh, you just made my this has been a pleasant Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, I do think I know Cyan brought this up before. I really think there has to be something done to combat more of the misinformation in that stream, because I do also think that's why Ant is still talking about me, because he knows that I'm aware that there's misinformation in that stream, and if that gets out to more people, that makes him look bad.
Well, if it was misinformation, then why haven't you addressed it in your apology video? Interesting.
So I think one of the best things to do right now is just spread that as much as you can, honestly. I would say. So like, I know Cyan suggested making posts on Blue Sky. Why not put out a thorough Google Doc? Be a bad idea. Because the thing is, that stream does have like
a Google Doc, please do.
Information in it, but there's also a lot of misinformation. Like him platforming Truge is a terrible idea.
Not true. She's gonna go ahead and write another diss track. No.
And the fact he didn't even look over the full stream, and he mixed up. He thought Charity's or he thought his diss track was like AI generated. Like no, like Cherry made an AI one at one point, and she deleted it. She realized it was wrong.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't even know the full story about that. It's so dumb. I don't know what the best option there is to like.
No, not a diss track.
Combat the misinformation.
It's a fucking dude. I'm getting fucking. It's a fucking diss track. Who cares,
That
man?
would sound a bit more robotic. True just sounded terrible.
Yeah.
AI.
Yeah, I think we're getting a bit off track here, Cornwall. I will say. I think we're getting a little. Yeah. Like I get the. Yeah, I understand that though. But
also,
like right now, the thing we're trying to figure out like is just how to combat the misinformation. Because anything I say, if I post anything on YouTube right now, any kind of like post or whatever, Anthony's just gonna come in and be like, "Oh, look, doubling down. He's not taking accountability." I'm like, no, I did. Fucked up with Deus and all that other
No, you
stuff.
didn't.
I like spurred out
Take
when there was the whole thing between her and Wargaming Dad. All
You
that.
still lied. You still lied in the video. You didn't take proper accountability. You lied. If you took accountability, there wouldn't be any lies.
And I already took accountability for that.
I'm not gonna lie, chat. I don't know how much more I'm gonna watch of this tonight. It seems to just be a bunch of looping on Spurky shit. It's definitely funny to watch. Don't get me wrong, right? But it is getting kind of late for me. I might watch another like 6 minutes of this, okay, chat, and then we might wind down for the night.
I did not understand fair use when I came to her either, because of my memory of the situation with Camelot, unfortunately. I should have done more research, and that is on me. But, like, again, like, adding misinformation on top of that, like, really just to make things look worse than they actually are. Dumb.
I will say, no, I actually, here's another point about, kind of, taking a break from the Hunting Grizzly Bear series and focusing more on Autism Rep, because that's what media discourse should be about. Just finding cool little, like, things about our favorite pieces of media. Like, that's what media discourse should be.
Yeah, and try other avenues besides just streaming games and talking about Autism Rep, and try to do something else instead of just hunting grizzly bears. Like,
yeah, that's been my thoughts for a while. I think, yeah, like the only issue is I'm not sure if maybe I can. I don't know, but there's a lot of heat on me right now, so I don't know if I can come back. I guess we'll see.
It's best to take a break until like the flames are fully extinguished.
At the very least, until like Ant shuts up about me, and I think also again worth getting like clearing up some of the misinformation in the meantime, because that's only going to make things worse if he keeps running with that. So
yeah,
I want some suggestions on how to do that. Like we all band together, like everybody makes a post about it. I repost it, something like that, because I do have a bigger like Blue Sky account.
Wait, what?
I don't know. That could work. That could work maybe.
Wait, what?
That's true, Cyan. Yeah, I have to figure out how to do that somehow.
Wait, what's he saying here? Sorry.
And come back. Yes, we'll see.
It's best to take a break until like the flames are fully extinguished.
At the very least, until like Ant shuts up about me, and I think also again worth getting like clearing up some of the misinformation in the meantime, because that's only going to make things worse if he keeps running with that. So
yeah,
I want some suggestions on how to do that. Like we all band together, like everybody makes a post about it. I repost it, something like that, because I do have a bigger like Blue Sky account. I don't know. That could work. That could work maybe. That's true, Cyan. Yeah, I have to figure out how to do that somehow, because the fact that's all there, like the fact he's like platforming Truge. Also, again, being vague about it too, like saying like, oh, it's hazy, when he's talking about Camelot and all that, like.
So he wants to get people to band together so he can try and try and counter some of the claims made against him. What are the claims that Anthony has made against this guy? Because so far that's been kind of unclear to me.
What are you doing? This is straight up slander. I don't know if can I file something for that. Is there like? I feel like I could take legal action against that, possibly.
I could take legal action against that. There we go. Why would you try and take legal action against him? For what? For what? A YouTube live stream? You're fucking pathetic. You're an actual weasel, okay? You're actually pathetic for doing that. Why would you try and do that? I think any kind of unjust legal action against the YouTube content is horrific behavior. We've seen that with the H3 stuff, okay? I think that was incredibly gay. We saw it with KP, aka I Love Kim Possible a lot, aka I like putting PII a lot in people's Google documents, okay? It has never been the standard to use the legal system to basically create a standard when it comes to YouTube commentary. That is insane behavior. Every single time that has come up, it should always be pushed against, okay? I think that should always be the standard, okay? Because what you're doing, right, if you think, oh, this guy's being too mean to me, you're going to create a legal precedent for other people to go ahead and take suit, which then basically stops freedom of speech, okay? It stops people from being able to comment on situations, okay? You are basically trying to reduce people's ability for a free opinion. It is moronic. It is moronic.
Ezekiel snaps, basically.
Well, if it's posted on social media, then it wouldn't really be slander. It would be libel.
Okay, yeah, it would be libel. But could I file something for that? Possibly.
That would be through legal means and going to attorneys.
But given the fact he is actively trying to ruin my online reputation, and supposedly, he's literally saying, "Oh, his online career." I'm like, "What are you talking about? You lied about me on a stream."
I think if you did try and file something, that could completely bury.
No. Notice how he immediately, Notice how he immediately goes to the most extreme action. I don't think he was in the heat of a moment here, okay? He did the most extreme thing he could think of when it came to the stuff with Deus and when it came to KinoFlex and what was their name? Damn it. Callisto, right? Callisto. That's what he tried doing. He did the most extreme action he could possibly think of, which was intentionally lying to someone about the contents of a video to get it struck down, okay? That's what he wants to do, okay? I think, without a shadow of a doubt, he was absolutely going to sue Anthony Grimiglia, and he was trying to go ahead and silence Anthony, okay? No matter what the context of the situation that pertained to him around Anthony was, there was no reason for that to even enter his mind for it to go to a legal context, okay? The only reason why he didn't do it is because he was talked down from it from a family member. By the way, the fact it got to the point of a family member, I'm pretty sure, having to talk him down, means it got into his real life, it got from outside of his circle, and he was communicating with his family and how to do this, okay? That is how far it got. I would not put it behind, I would not, leave this as a thing of, oh, he was in a, a thing of anger, right? I don't want to give him that excuse in the slightest, okay? He was absolutely going to sue Anthony Grimiglia falsely. Absolutely, okay? I bet the only reason, okay, and this is just my opinion, right? The only reason why he didn't do it is because he wouldn't have the money to actually do a lawsuit. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That is the only reason. That is the only reason. The obsession these people have with being right, acting like what a judge says is always the truth and the perfect way to be vindicated, yeah, exactly. It's actually pathetic. Actually pathetic.
Your career, because the whole thing that started this mess was filing the DMCA. So if they see you doing another thing, whether you're on the right or not, you were wrong last time you filed some legal paperwork.
The DMCA stuff, that was because I didn't. Hang on.
Oh, I know why, but I'm just saying in the eyes of your critics and to the general public, it would make you look really bad if you filed another legal thing after getting called out for filing a legal thing wrongfully.
The thing with that though is because I did not understand it fair. There wasn't really any grounds to do that. Both me and Campbell understand that now. Both taking accountability for that. But
oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying if you do this, people will see it as you just doing the same thing over and over again. I'm not saying that that's what it is, but that's what people will think.
Yeah, people will get mad. Why would they get mad over that? I was lied about on a stream.
Because you DMCA'd someone, so then they think, oh, he DMCA'd someone, now he's trying to sue this guy for lying about him. He must just be trying to silence critics again, is the thought they'd have, I think.
Okay, unless it's done in private.
Yeah, or since they were already, most of them are also using the Osler, they could defend themselves by saying Noah is actually that if it they could just wait to see if Noah replies saying that they're being ableist.
But yeah, what's honestly again I have a pretty clear case here. Anthony got on his stream, quite literally lied about him blatantly. There are other things again that I did do that are true in there, but the fact he's adding misinformation on top of that is not good.
And also, like I said, he even has a donation technically in that stream. Just has basically the most scummy way possible.
Yeah, I agree with if the court clears it up, which I think if I get a good lawyer, I could easily do that. I just have to figure that.
A good lawyer, you say? He's gonna get Saul Goodman on the case, okay?
That'll out because that's a mess.
The problem is that would take months.
Well, also, yeah, again, libel. You have to show evidence of damages, which I can easily do that by showing that I lost 1,500 subscribers and
Do you really think that because Anthony Gramiglia did a stream on you that you lost 1,500 subscribers? Is that what we're saying right now? You lost 1,500 subscribers because Anthony Gramiglia did a stream on you and not because of your own actions. Are you sure? Are you sure? That would get thrown out of court immediately, okay? The reason why you lost 1,500 subscribers because people realized that the content they were subscribing to was disingenuous and you are a hack who copies other people and rips and steals from other people's content. That is the only reason, okay? And that is, well, not the only reason. The main reason why you lost subscribers because of your own actions, okay? If you did this in a court of law, I highly doubt you'd be able to actually prove that you lost all those subscribers solely because of Anthony Gramiglia. You were scorned that you lost a close connection to you, okay? That is the only reason why you are trying to do this. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
Remember. So
I feel like I don't know, I don't think you really have a case, and it would take months to years to get to the end of that. And the whole time, I assume generally everyone.
How do I not have a case?
Because I feel like people would take his side because you're suing him over stuff he said, and they'd be like, free speech.
Discord is doing this crap again.
I remember at one point in my life often citing free speech whenever I got put in my place. Definitely not proud of that chapter of my life. But yeah, lots of people will be like that whenever they just want to deflect criticism or blame for something they've done.
Yeah, I mean, he just straight up lied about me in there.
Like, was the YouTuber Carl, he like insinuated that someone yeah, him. Like, when that lawsuit was going on, for so long everyone was on his side until it came out what it was about.
It would be a good idea first, like what Cyan said. I would want to consult first. I just have to figure out where to find one. I never had to do this kind of thing before. To be a whole thing.
I don't think it would be a good idea to talk about publicly because if it
I would
gets
not
out,
talk
it'd
about
be
it
like,
publicly. I would not do that because I don't want to get. Yeah, I'm not an idiot. I would not draw that kind of attention to myself there.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I would probably look into doing it, honestly. I just need to figure out what to do there.
And how to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even then, I'm very used to putting out videos weekly. So that was a mistake there for sure. But, and Anthony said on the stream, like, oh, I was pissed. And I read that. I'm like, okay, well, why didn't you tell me that? Like, it's
so bad, guy. I'm going to end you in a back alleyway, Ivy.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
Did you just notice I'm here?
No. No.
You didn't say hello.
I totally didn't think that the Discord join noise was in the call. Not to alarm you, Yan, but there's an Ivy in the stream. Uh-oh.
I was going to say it's Gramulia.
Gramiglia.
Gramulia.
Granola.
That works, that's better.
Granola bar. Now I'm hungry. Come here.
I'm a plant, not a granola bar.
Yoink. And that's the last you'll hear of Ivy.
Did not come across in his text at all that he was pissed at me. I posted the entirety of my DM history with Anthony there in the suggestions and questions channel. If anyone wants to see, it's all right there. But he straight up lies about certain things in that stream. He says like, oh, I told Noah I'm never going to appropriate this for him again. He never said that. You can look at the DMs there. The whole thing is there. It's like, why would you lie about that?
Right? Did you lie about that?
Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah. Okay. I didn't honestly. I didn't say that, Cyan. I am so bad at reading tone. See, again, I think this all could have been avoided if he had just talked to me about this.
Which, funny enough, I suggested.
He should have. Honestly, he should have talked to me.
Crots on sale for $8.
It's like you suggest we're trying to give advice to Ant, and he turns around and does something else.
I mean, I've already gotten like 15 emails. Like, fuck, people are going to my email even, like saying like, oh, we're gonna find your apartment, like you suck, all stuff like that.
Maybe
people have tried. Like, to be fair, people have tried to dox me before. I didn't say that. Like, hang on.
Okay, chat. Okay. There was another 40-something minutes left of this. It's about 2:30 a.m. for me, okay? I'm getting a bit tired, okay? I don't want to continue streaming where I'm not going to have the energy to actually make any comments, okay? I will not just sit here and just play the video, okay? That's not what I want to do. So, I think I'm going to call it a wraps for tonight. I may watch the rest of this off stream, or should I watch it next time? I'll let you guys decide, okay? I might do a little poll in the Discord or something. I'm not too sure. Because apart from this, I'm not sure what else we have really left to cover in recent events, okay? I guess there's the LEGO stuff that I haven't really been keeping up to date with, but we'll see. Okay, we'll see. But until then, chat, okay? I want to thank every single person who has watched the stream, all the people who are watching the VOD, okay? I want to thank everyone who has donated so far and redone their memberships and liked and subscribed and generally just been here in the chat, okay? I'm going to send you guys over to Dickers, okay? So I want you guys to have a lovely evening and take care, okay? Bye-bye.